Welcome. This is day one of 90-day challenge of growing my podcast business to make $100,000 within the next 90 days. And my goal is to show the behind the scenes, what it's going to take, the work that's being put in. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to prove to myself that I can do it while also demonstrating and showing others that you can do it once you have clarity, once you have direction, and once you understand what you are doing. So my goal is to show the behind the scenes of growing a podcast business to make my first $100,000 around the business of podcasting. So let me finish going live on Instagram because this is going to be great. This is going to be amazing. This is going to be phenomenal. There's so many different things that's going to take place on this challenge for the next 90 days. And I want to share with you of why I'm doing this, and I want to share a video of what inspired me to even do something like this. So it's going to be great. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be something that I'm going to be documenting for the next 90 days. I'm going live for the next 90 days. I'm going to be streaming for the next 90 days. I'm going to be showing the behind the scenes of what it takes to build a $100,000 podcasting business. And so my goal, as I shared before, is to show the behind the scenes. So the video that I watched that really inspired me this past weekend, it was an event or kind of like a conference, but it's called Streamer University. And during this time, it's streamers coming together so they can stream together and grow together and establish their platform even more. And I got inspired by it because at first I'm thinking, I'm not a streamer, right? I'm not known for a stream. I understand like the dynamics. I understand the importance of it. Nonetheless, I'm not a streamer, okay? It's so confusing to me because it says Streamer University. It said, let me share what it said. Hold on. Let me share what it said. I'm gonna write on my board right here. I'm writing on my board and I'm gonna pull it up right here. Hold on. Let me minimize myself right quick. There we go. Let me know in the comments if y'all can see what I'm writing on. If y'all can see what I'm writing on. Okay. I'm about to write down what I saw and why it was so confusing. Streamer. Oh, I'm not even sharing my screen. Okay, here we go. Share screen. There we go. Now we on the screen. Let me know in the comments if y'all can see what I'm writing down on board. So, Streamer University just went down, and it was I didn't attend it because I'm not a streamer. And so I'm thinking, like, why is it so important? Why is it so important for people to not only stream themselves, but to create content, but to produce, and so on and so forth? Why is it so important? And it was so confusing to me as I'm watching the different clips. They have a lot of clips on there. So many different people was going live. So many different people was posting. So many people was consistent. And during this time, I'm looking at the different clips, different videos, different posts going out. And I'm like, man, like, I'm not a streamer, but I don't get it. I don't get it just yet. I don't get it. Until this one guy, his name is Agent. He doesn't have as many followers as everybody else. Nonetheless, he understands the business side of it. And I'm sorry, the streaming university was ran by Casanet. And I'm going to reach out to him and tell him that, I think that's how you spell his name. I'm going to reach out to him and be like, hey, man, you inspired me to do streaming, not only around podcasting, but for the next 90 days to grow a podcast business, to make my first $100,000 and show the process of what it's going to take. But inspiration can come from anywhere, everybody, at any time. And with this guy, Agent, he literally went over the business side of streaming. Yeah. He went over the business side of streaming, and I was like, it caught my attention because I've been learning about business the last year and a half, 2 years, and it was more so about me learning the language, learning how to do business, challenging myself, pushing myself. And if this is your first time and haven't watched my previous challenge, my previous 90-day challenge, I was figuring it out. I was trying to figure it out, and not knowing that that's me trying to figure it out was gonna be challenging and overwhelming. There were some things that I didn't take in consideration. Like for one, I needed to make money. Okay, I needed to make money. My goal, my last challenge was to make $100,000 in 90 days. Same goal as today, but I didn't understand how I was gonna make the money. I'm working with different people. I'm working with different people are following the challenge and so on and so forth. But it was more so like, dang, like how can I make $100,000 in 90 days from not knowing what business is and trying to figure out business while displaying my public or while going public and going live. And I didn't go live on the last challenge, but I recorded a video every day for 90 days. And it was like, man, it's so much that you have to do. It's so much that you have to figure out. It's so much that you don't understand about business. You just can't be a content creator. You just can't. This is the camera. Wait. No. I'm gonna draw another one. This is a camera. I got an iPhone, so I got 3 cameras. This is your tripod, and this is you right here making the content, right? But the thing is, you can make the content, you can make the videos, you can record the podcast. On the contrary, if you're just recording and don't understand the business side of it, I didn't understand the business side of it and I was just doing it for fun. Essentially, moreover, you're going to be doing it for fun. I was literally doing a challenge for fun. I was trying to figure out how to have a business, how I can help others, how I can really monetize and profit from this. And I was able to help 2 people. One, the first one I helped was my guy. It was my guy. I'm gonna just put his first name, Wesley. And as we was having the call, he literally asked me, he said, man, what is mentorship? Like, I don't understand what mentorship even is. And he was like, man, I just don't get it. I just don't understand it. And I'm literally explaining it to him and sharing with him. I shared with him, I said, a mentor is someone that's a step ahead of you, that's being where you've been, right? So you got steps right here, and it's a step ahead. Step ahead. Because now, when I was in the Marine Corps, we went on a little jog, went on a little run, went on a little hiking. When the distance of our line or of our formation is like, you like this, like this, like this. You're close in formation, and then when you start to spread out your formation, you start to distance yourself. So notice the distance is a lot bigger, a lot more than this one. It's a lot more than that one. Distance wise, and then this one is not is super tight, super tight. And so in the Marine Corps, they used to say, reach out and touch somebody. So if you're spread it across your formation, you need to reach out and touch somebody. You need to reach out and close the gap. You have to be willing to close the gap if you're in formation. If it's a lot of space, if there's a lot of room, they say reach out and touch somebody. And you reach out and touch somebody, that means get tighter. That means get closer. That means close the gap. Mentorship closes the gap of people from people who not where they want to be, but the mentor that they are around or that they learn from, they can get them to the next step. That's all it is. Mentorship is helping you get to the next step. How do you get to the next step? You have to reach out and touch somebody from the person that's ahead of you, because the person that's ahead of you can reach back and touch you and say, hey, this is what I did wrong. This is how I learned. This is what I overcame. You can have mentorship. And so when I was working with my guy Wesley, he was like, man, I just don't understand mentorship. And I explained to him, it's just a step ahead. I've been doing content creation or podcasting for quite some time, but my goal is to help you start podcasting. My goal is to help you start recording. My goal is to help you be more confident. And during this time, during the 90-day challenge, I was figuring it out. I was learning. I was discovering. I was understanding more about business. Unfortunately, If those of you who haven't watched the challenge, who haven't watched the first challenge, haven't seen what the challenge consisted of, is really going behind the scenes and really, 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 really making it happen by you understanding that there's a goal that you can accomplish. So the reason why this is so important, because I know I've been not necessarily rambling, okay, but it's a backstory, it's a history lesson. It's the importance of learning history. I'm in school for business management, and they say you have to understand the history. The history is so important because to get to the next step, where have you been? What have you done? Where are you going? Where have you been? What have you done? And why is that important? Because you put the history together for your present, so your future can be established. So this 90-day challenge, this new 90-day challenge to make $100,000 from to grow a podcast business to make $100,000 is going to be so important, because I'm going behind the scenes. I'm going to be posting. I'm going to be working with clients. I'm going to be getting clients. I'm going to be running ads. I'm going to be conducting a business. Why? Because I like business. I enjoy business. I've been learning about business, and I want to teach about business. Moreover, of what I'm going to do to grow my business to make $100,000. So that's what we're going to do. We getting live with it. We getting live. This is your first time. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. If you're on Twitch, let me know where you're from. Let me know when you're chiming in. There's so many people that want to grow a business, want to launch a business, that want to launch their podcast. If you want to launch your podcast and have no idea how to launch your podcast, this episode, this challenge is just for you. And we're going to get started today by watching a video that inspired me. And I want to watch, let me see if I can find it. Hold on, let me make sure my screen, okay, yeah, you can't see what I see. Hold on, yep, you can't see what I see. That's good. I'm about to pull up the video that inspired me from this challenge. A guy named Agent. Real smart dude. He know his business. He good at business. I ain't gonna lie. And let me see where I gotta save that. Hold on. How do you look at, nope, I don't need groups yet. Bookmarks. Okay. Hold on. There's a lot of videos that I had saved. A lot of videos that I saved, especially the ones talking about business, about how to make the business around streaming, content creation, and so on and so forth. But the one I'm looking for is so important. Okay, that's one of them. Hold on. I found one of them. Okay, hold on. Where's it at? No. God, dog. Okay, I can't find the one that I want to find. Nonetheless, I'm gonna go to the one that I just saw. I'm gonna go, okay, right here. So this is on my X. Oh, sorry. X, formerly known as Twitter. Not my actual X, but X-Twitter, okay? That sounded wrong. That sounded wrong, baby. Oh, no smoke. Oh, no problem. Let me come back to the screen. Hold on. Let me come back to the screen. So let me go ahead and share it. Let me go ahead and do this right quick. And by the way, this is my first time actually going live for more than an hour. And so I want to show the behind the scenes of what inspired me and so on and so forth. So let me see if I'm doing this right. Hold on. Oh, man, come on. Don't do that. What's up? Okay. Maybe I need to stop hitting it. Jesus Christ. All right, I'm going to share my screen right now. And I'm going to go to, there we go. Yep. So this is Agent. This dude right here, this is Agent. He's with AMP, and then AMP stands for Enemies Possible. I've been following for probably a year or so, from clips, from YouTube, from Twitch, and so on and so forth. And so when I first got introduced to them, I watched Casanat documentary on how he grew, how he developed, and how he really established himself as a streamer. And I was like, man, if he can do that, I'm like, why can't I do that? And so as I'm watching the streaming university, this guy right here, he literally is talking about business. He's literally talking about YouTube. He's literally talking about streaming. He's literally talking about Twitch. He's literally talking about the business side of it. You have to look at your data. You have to look at your numbers and so on and so forth. We're gonna get there sooner or later. This video right here it goes over how much he made within the last month, and then. That's just a picture right here, but this video right here, that's Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs on how to run a company. And this is Agent. Tells his student what they should do when they go home after streaming university ends. Listen to this advice. Like, the advice is crazy. Hold on. So if you have the is it playing? Time, I would recommend that realistically. There we go. Hold on. So if you have the time, I would recommend that realistically. I just put stuff on my main. Who does it well? Rakai does it well. Go to Rakai's TikTok. If I'm not mistaken, Rakai posts a lot of clips on his TikTok, right? I've seen a bunch in the past. So I'm gonna come back to it because I'm still learning. Hold on, let me. I'm still learning the Twitch game. I don't know what can be copyrighted, what can't be copyrighted, and so on and so forth. But I'm learning it. I'm learning the system. I'm learning how to use it and how to be more consistent with it. And so that one video, he just explains on why posting everywhere is so important. And you have to post everywhere because everybody's not going to watch your live. Everybody's not going to watch your podcast. Everyone is not going to watch the content that you're producing. But if you meet your audience where they are at, eventually you will find them. Like, I literally watched his clip. He's practicing what he's preaching. I literally watched his clip. And his clip inspired me to start streaming even longer. Like, to do a 90-day challenge to grow a podcasting business is going to take a lot of focus, a lot of challenges, and really showing the behind the scenes of what I'm going to do to really get me to that level. And understanding that there's a process that you have to go through in order for you to build your confidence up, understand the business that you want to have, and recognize how you can grow what you're doing. You have to be willing to not only understand how to, but inspiration can come from any and everybody. My goal is to inspire you to have a podcast business, to launch your podcast, to be more consistent with podcasts. Anything with podcasting, there's a goal that you have to set, and your target has to be the main focus. I also learned this from a billionaire named Grant Cardone, and he first introduced me to the topic of being omnipresence. And what omnipresence is, hold on, I'm gonna come back to the screen. What omnipresence is, hold on, let me grab it's being everywhere. Omnipresence, PRESCE, omnipresence equals being everywhere at once. At once. Being everywhere at once. And when he explained that, I'm like, what you mean you have to be everywhere all at once? This was literally back in 2022 when I went to his event. And first off, in this event, there was a lot of people making a lot of money. And I'm there, I didn't make no money. I haven't made no kind of money. I haven't made nothing. And so he was like, Grant Cardone, the billionaire of the event that I attended, he was like, in this room alone, there's over $1.7 billion. I said, $1 billion? I said, y'all making that much money? I said, what? But it was a lot of people. It was a lot of people. And this what caught me off guard. He said, minus my income, this room here has over $1.7 billion. I said, $1 billion? What, minus your income? So your income was included to that? It'll be a lot more? And so he proceeded to explain the terminology of omnipresence. I literally was sitting right in front of him, and as I'm sitting right in front of him, I'm asking him, like, what's omnipresence? I'm asking the guy that's sitting right next to me. His name is Anthony Glenn. I said, what's omnipresence? I looked at him and said, what's omnipresence? He say omnipresence is being on YouTube, being on Instagram, being on Facebook, being on Instagram. That's just social media. Being in person, going to different events, different places, different environments. You have to be everywhere. And for you to be everywhere, you have to use social media. I said, man, that's crazy. Because what do you mean social media? Social media isn't, how's that going to get you everywhere? Here's the kicker. Here's something that I recently recognized, and I forgot to put this right here. See, there we go. 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 Okay. And what I learned during that time was that one, he understood what he was talking about. He not making a lot of money for no reason. You know what I mean? On the contrary, this is what that means. Omnipresence is being everywhere. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. Omnipresence multiplies you. Like, for instance, by multiply, I'm saying multiplication. Like you're literally multiplying. If you go to Florida and you go to speak at an event with 50 people in there, and by multiplication, no, let's not even use big numbers. Let's just say you're speaking one-to-one to somebody. One-to-one to somebody. I'm gonna put right here conversation. Conversation. You're speaking one-to-one to somebody, but it's not recorded. It's not documented. It's not even, you just having this everyday conversation with the people that you're seeing outside. Whereas the multiplication comes from recording. I'm going to do my iPhone. Since I have an iPhone, I got 3 cameras. I got my tripod. And just imagine if you have one-to-one conversation and it's recorded. This right here means that it's recorded. It's recorded, which means the conversation that you had in the beginning is multiplying because you are having this conversation once. On the contrary, it's multiplied when it's recorded. Because you can play it so many different times. You can play it so many different ways. You can play it and format it and position it so many different ways because it's recorded. I give you a prime example. I just did a video this morning introducing the 90-day challenge to make $100,000 to grow a podcasting business. And I'm going to show it right here. I'm going to play it right here. And I literally made it half an hour ago before I went live. And I'm going to send it to my computer. I'm going to send it to my phone. To my laptop. I'm going to show what I'm speaking about. I'm going to, that ain't it. I'm going to show what I'm speaking about. And it's right here. I literally listen to me now. I literally made this video half an hour ago. It was literally like 8:30. I made this video introducing the challenge. I haven't posted it yet because I haven't posted it yet, but I'm going to post it live. I'm going to post it live. I'm going to play it live. I'm going to post it live. Everything is documented. Everything going to be recorded. Why? Because when you record yourself, when you record and document what's going on and what you're doing, it multiplies. 1-to-1 can go to 1 to 50 people, 1 to 100 people, 1 to 1,000 people. Why is it important? Because the conversation that you have is so important to be recorded because your podcast can only increase the amount of views that you get, increase the amount of listeners that are going to listen to your platform, increase the amount of attention that you can get. Podcasting is the way to have a long form video cut down to clips to make a lot of people learn more about the person that they're talking to, person that they're interviewing, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to show an example In this example, I'm going to use the video that I just created. Using. Why is it like that? That's not supposed to be like that. Let me see. It's God dog. How do you? It got delivered in an odd way, and I'm not. Oh, hold on, foul. Let me see. Foul. So what happened is that. Oh, okay. Flip. There we go. What happened is that for some reason my phone, when I shared it with my laptop, it synced to my laptop, but as I opened it up, it was like sideways. Why didn't I have it recorded? Why I didn't have that open? Okay, nonetheless, here we go. This is the video that I just recently recorded before I went live, before I got to talking, before I did everything. Kendra, what's going on? Grand Rising, grand morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. We're doing this is day 1 of 90-day challenge to make $100,000 from growing a podcasting business. And this is the video I just created. I literally, okay, to give you some context, hold on one second. To give you some context, let me come back to this one. So when you're having that, you just reminded me, Kendra, we did a podcast together. That's crazy. I'm gonna play that one. Nonetheless, when you're having a one-on-one conversation and it's not recorded, that one-on-one conversation stays between the person and the other person that they're speaking with. This one right here. It stays between them two. Whereas if it's documented and recorded, people can watch that conversation forever because it's a conversation that lives forever. And so I'm about to show the video that I just sent to my phone, and I'm going to show, and also I'm going to post it. I'm going to show the posting, and I'm going to show the behind the scenes. So this is the video that I just recently made. Let's watch it. Let's enjoy it. So I'm about to do another 90-day challenge to make $100,000. This time I'm going to be focused on doing a podcast business because I'm more clear, I'm more focused, I understand the type of business I would like to have. I can't have many type of business at this point. Nonetheless, I can have a podcast business because I've been podcasting for the last 5 years. So my goal is to go live, is to stream, is to show the behind the scenes of what goes on to grow a podcast business to make this first $100,000. And it's so important to understand that when you have clarity, or when I'm gaining clarity, I want to show the steps I'm going to take to make the $100,000. It's going to take time. That's what I'm doing in 90 days. So this is day 1 of 90-day challenge of growing a podcast business to make his first $100,000. And let me come back to the screen. As you can see, I'm not just saying anything that I'm not practicing. I'm showing the importance of really documenting and recording the behind the scenes of everything that's going to take place. And this video, I just literally recorded it today, and I'm going to post it today. I'm going to schedule it today. I'm going to show you how I'm going to go about doing that. And it's going to be so great because I can actually show and document the behind the scenes. So now I'm about to go to there's an app called Social Pilot. I think I have an affiliate link, but I have to look for it. Nonetheless, it doesn't matter right now. Let's go back to the beginning. I'm on Social Pilot. Hold on, let me make sure no information is there. Okay, there we go. Let me come back. So I'm on Social Pilot, and really, to be honest, since I'm already on Social Pilot, this Social Pilot is a platform where you can schedule your posts ahead of time, and then as you're scheduling your posts ahead of time, you can really be more consistent without even stressing about everything that you need to do. So I'm going to show that. I'm going to show the behind the scenes of what it takes to really put yourself out there. To really grow a podcast business, you have to have steps of doing things. So this is my step. Share screen. We're on Social Pilot right now, and what we're going to do, I'm gonna make this smaller. I'll make this more narrow so you can see it better. As a matter of fact, can I do it? Yeah, I'm just gonna make it smaller. I'm gonna make it smaller. There we go. Make it smaller like that. So Oh, that's horrible. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, so what I'm about to do, I'm about to schedule a couple of posts since I'm already on here. I'm going to schedule a couple of posts on here. Library. There we go. And I'm going to post the video that I just recently sent to myself. Let me stop sharing my screen right quick. Okay, there we go. There we go. Excuse me. I don't know why that is. I don't know why it's doing that. I gotta figure out. Edit it. No. Oh, let me see. Open file. Dang. I gotta figure out how to change that. Oh, okay, there we go. Rotate left. Oh, that's crazy. You can literally rotate it. Hold on. So I gotta rotate it because it was. Excuse me. There we go. Hold on. It should be upside down. Come on. What is going on? I'm not sure what's going on. Quick actions. Okay, I think it's right now. I think it's right. Let me see. Add post. Okay. This is what it's gonna take. This is what it's gonna take. Add media. So there we go. I'm about to add media on my device. Drag and drop. And it should be just like that. While it's uploading. Let me know in the comments where you're from, where you're chiming in from. What do you think of me doing a 90-day challenge to make $100,000 to grow to grow a podcast business within the next 90 days to make $100,000? Let me know your thoughts about that. Let me know in the comments. Okay. Is it doing it now? There we go. There we go. So this is what it's gonna take. This is what it's gonna take. So this right here is day 1 of 90-day challenge to grow a podcast business making 100K. Day 1 of 90-day challenge to grow a podcast business making $100,000. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna copy and paste this one. We're gonna use this thing called Generate AI Pilot. And what this does is it create a message for you, or it creates a reply for you. So that way I don't have to think about the description. I can just put it in. Oh, it's off. Why is it off? For some reason it's off. So I'm ready to catch, generate. Dang. Why is it not popping up? I don't want to preview this. Oh, I gotta expand it for a minute. Oh, here we go. What is going on? Generate. So as you see, this document was hiding over here, so I had to figure out where it was at. Where I'll be sharing my. See, I didn't even write this. I don't know if you saw it, but it say today marks the beginning of an exciting journey where I'll be sharing my strategies, tips, and experience as I work towards this. One thing that I always like to consider and remember is that I like to keep it simple. Regardless of the language, regardless of the information, regardless of the terminology, I like to keep it simple because everybody don't not gonna understand the in depth language that business use and so on and so forth. I would like to keep it simple. So this right here, the ambitious goal, it is more so that yes, it's good, but I want to keep it simple no matter what. The more I keep it simple, the more people are going to be willing to learn, be willing to understand, and be willing to follow what I'm trying to inform others of, and it's going to help me not only position myself differently, but to really keep it simple. I just want to keep it simple throughout this whole entire challenge. The goal is to keep it simple. Keep it simple. There's a slogan by Robert Kiyosaki from Rich Dad Poor Dad, and he says, the acronym is KISS, KISS, and it's called and it's keep it simple, silly, or keep it simple. Yeah, keep it simple, silly. 90-day challenge. As a matter of fact, I want to do it. I want to do it a different way. I'm going to introduce the challenge. Day 1 of 90-day challenge. Podcast 100K introduction. There we go. With y'all. Oh, there we go. So look form. Oh, I like this one. Over the next 90 days, I'll be sharing my journey, strategy, and lesson as I learn to aim and build my podcast business to reach that $100,000 milestone. Join me on this venture. Let's grow together. What are your goals for the next 90 days? Drop them in the comment. This is great. I'm just going to remove all the extra words is not really needed for this. So over the next 90 days, I'll be sharing my journey, strategies, and lessons that I aim to build my podcast business to reach that 100K milestone. Join me on this adventure and let's grow together. What are your goals? And I'm about to schedule it for 9:30. It's 9:12 right now. I'm gonna schedule for 9:30. Save day 1. Post created day 1. Boom, 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 boom. When I did my other challenge, oh my god, that crap was hard. That was hard. Alright. So for Social Pilot, I don't know if y'all can see this right quick, but it allows you to post on different platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Threads, LinkedIn, Blue Sky, and X. But some of the platforms you have to like make it shorter so everything can fit. So that's what I'm going to do. Make it shorter. Remove this. Okay, now I can check it out. Videos. Okay. Next. Okay, there we go. And now I'm about to schedule it. Today is Tuesday, 18. Oh, it gives you times? That's crazy. That's tough. Dang. I didn't even know that. 10 a.m. Okay. I didn't even know that. So what I just did, I just recently scheduled a post. Let me come back to the camera. Oh, wrong camera. Let me come back to the camera right quick. There we go. Okay. Throughout the challenge, throughout the 90-day challenge to make to grow a podcast business to make $100,000, I'm going to be posting a lot. I'm going to be showing the YouTube thumbnail for the podcast, and I'm really going behind the scenes. I'm diving in deep. I want to show what it's going to take to really grow a business. And the podcasting and the YouTube, the videos, the content is so great. And it's going to help position me differently as I'm putting myself out there even more. On the contrary, I want to document and record the behind the scenes of what it's going to take for me to get and accomplish that $100,000 goal. So we diving deep. We getting ready. And we doing good. We doing good right now. So far, I've been on for 39 minutes. My goal is to go all the way up to 4:30, and man, oh man, this is going to be great. So I went over the history. I went over the backstory. I went over what inspired me to do this. Now, what I'm about to start doing, I'm about to really schedule more posts for today, and then after that, I'm going to do and update my what is it called? My what is it called? What is it called? I gotta finish updating the behind the scenes with the data, with the emails, and so on and so forth. But for now, right now, what I'm about to start doing, I'm about to post my videos, and I'm about to show the amount of videos I'm about to post right now. So let's get it started. I'm about to edit, I'm about to post, I'm about to schedule, I'm about to post, I'm about to edit, I'm about to scope. Yeah, we about to go crazy with it. So this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. Alright. Let me minimize me for a second. And then I'm going to go to this website called opusclips.ai. There we go. opusclips.ai. And what this is, it helps you, like, so I do a lot of podcast episodes, and as I'm doing a lot of podcast episodes, I've done so many different episodes, and what it helps you do is that it helps you save a lot of time by having and putting videos from 60 minutes and having clips that will help you post more frequently. And so now what I'm about to do, so yesterday I did an announcement. I'm about to go to my YouTube, and I'm about to copy and paste the videos that I did. Let me see. I think I might have to make this one bigger. I'm not for sure. Let me see. Might have to make it. No, I can't. It's not even doing that. Okay, let me see. I can't necessarily see what I'm trying to do. Oh yeah, okay. YouTube. So I'm on my YouTube page. This is my YouTube page. And I got a lot of videos that don't have thumbnails. Got a lot of videos that need thumbnails and need descriptions and so on and so forth. So when I go back to Opus Clips, I want to upload videos so that way I can post and edit. So consistency always wins. We're going to share this one. Come back, put in Opus Clips. We're going to hit record on this. Get clips from this. And watch how fast it's amazing how fast you get the clips from your videos. So since I'm the only one on my team at this moment, shout out to her name is Rama. She was one of my first employees, or first team members that I've had. Not necessarily one. Well, she was my first long-term employee and long-term team member, and I've learned so much while working with her, and I also understood that you have to have a budget to have a team around you. People be like, you have to have a team, to do many different things. I get it, I understand it. At the same time, you have to have money to fund your team, so that way they can help you with what you need help with. And I didn't learn that until I actually started working with her, and it got really expensive when I wasn't bringing no revenue in. I was just posting. I didn't have no business behind the posting. Now it's going to be different because I'm going to be posting, doing business, and so on and so forth. So I want to document that. I'm going to show that and what it takes to actually be consistent. So now that video is uploading. I'm going to take the second video that I did, that I produced, that I recorded. I'm gonna go to the special announcement. The special announcement was me announcing that I'm going to do a 90-day challenge to make $100,000 with growing a podcasting business. And this is going to be great. This is going to be amazing. This is going to be phenomenal because I'm starting from ground zero and building a $100,000 business plus more. So let's get it. We're going to dive into it. We're getting straight into it. We're getting straight into it. So since these videos are already, this one. So I already have templates already saved and uploaded. So that's what we're going to do. Go to the templates already saved and uploaded. And what this one is going to do, I'm going to go to a video that's already produced, it's already edited. I'm going to schedule some more videos. There we go. Yep, I'm gonna post this one. That was actually pretty good. That was actually pretty good. Yeah, that was actually pretty good. So I'm on here. I'm on opusclips.ai, and I'm about to edit this video. But how I'm gonna edit this video, I'm going to make it. I'm going to shorten it just a little bit. Let me see. I don't need the fill one. Let me see. I need to. Okay, I can't see. I can't see, man. Jeez. I need this to be. Where is? God dog, they done updated so much. I can't even find what I'm looking for. Maybe it's the format of it. Layout. Oh, there we go. Feel. What the mess? What is going on? There we go. It's supposed to be there. Yeah, this card changes. What is going on? Let me see what happens. Because I'm not understanding what's going on. Let me see. Download. Let me know if y'all can see what I'm putting down. Y'all probably can't see what I'm showing. Okay. Now that one is good, that one's good. Go ahead, stop sharing my screen. Stop sharing the screen. Social pilot, add post. My device. Okay, niche down. Oh, y'all can't see this. Let me share my screen again. Rename. There we go. There we go. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm scheduling posts so that way my post can already be out of the way. I can go ahead and post, and as I'm posting, I'm being more consistent. As I'm being more consistent, I'm showing in the real time what I'm doing to remain consistent. Until I build a team around me, I'm showing everything that I'm doing so that way I can have a way of doing things. I can have a checklist to follow. And then I can help others follow the steps that I'm already creating. So this is so important. Save. Speak to one, reach many, add. And so when I was working with Ramesh, one of my first team members, long-term team members, because I probably worked with it for 7 months if I'm not mistaken, it was more so of having a way to communicate with her consistently and having a way of doing things and constantly checking in, constantly making sure that everything is going right how it's supposed to go right. Because if I didn't do that, I wouldn't understand the importance of the process or how and what the process will consist of. So I just scheduled my second post. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to send myself another video. I'm going to send myself another video of me me getting my degree, my associate's degree, and I'm going to post that as well. So I'm looking for that. Let me see. Oh, it's right here. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate this one. What I'm doing now, I'm about to post this video right here of me getting my degree, of me getting my associate's degree. And I'm about to post that as well. It's not gonna all this 90-day challenge is not gonna only focus on just posting, but it's more so this is the foundation, right? This is the foundation. The posting is gonna help me get more attention, more awareness, and have more people follow what I'm doing. And the different posts that I'm going to be posting and talking about and speaking about is going to position me differently. You have to position yourself differently for you to grow your business. I'm thinking you have to position yourself differently so you can grow and establish who you're becoming and the type of business that you want to have. So that's what I'm doing right now. Just removing the link of it. There we go. Save video. Then I'm going to send it to myself. What a wonderful world. There we go. 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 Options, show folder. My device. Put that right there. Y'all can't even see it. Y'all can't even see it. Y'all can't even see it. Alright, boom. She got my associate's degree. receive As- receive my associate's degree. Now this was gonna be personalized because I can write a message from this, and it's gonna be a lot personable. It's gonna be a lot personable. People are going to be more than willing to read the the post that I'm making. Da 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 don't do don't. There we go. Southern California. Dun, 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 dun. All right, here we go. So this post right here. Let me play it right quick. After 3 hours of opening the package. Are you recording? What you think it is? I don't know. Looks important. What you think it is? And so now I'm about to post it. Now I'm about to post it. Watch this. This say now I want you to see the caption. Caption to me. This behind this degree. Forgettable. Will be unforgettable. There we go. Will be unforgettable. 2-year degree. It took me 8 years to get a 2-year degree, and the list behind this degree will be unforgettable. Direction. Inspiration to challenge yourself. Accomplish goals you use me as inspiration. Don't. Alright, let me see. Let me see. I need my degree. Don't. Southern California. I'm looking for graduation. Dang, I can't even find it. Maybe it's right here. Forget it. I'm just gonna put a trophy. No, trophy. There we go. Mm-mm, mm-mm. There we go. By the way, it's not a plug, but Social Pilot, oh my goodness, make everything so much easier. So much easier. Excuse me. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. There we go. Schedule pose. Let's do this one for one. Two audio channels. What does that mean? Okay. This is the behind the scenes. California. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. Real. Let's see if it works now. Video files with maximum 2 audio channels. What does that even mean? To Instagram? What does that even mean? I don't know what that means. Oh, oh, oh. Let's see now. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Come on, what is going on? What is that? We stuff like that be tweaking. I don't know what that means. So Instagram not let me post on here, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to my phone and I'm gonna post it. But I am gonna schedule the other ones. One, roll that one, schedule. Jeez Louise. Okay. This is what it takes. This is what it takes. So now I gotta post it on. I gotta post it regularly. No, I can't even find it. God, dog. Let me see. Don't. Oh, here we go. There we go. Okay, okay. What I'm doing now, I'm posting manually on social media, on Instagram, because it wasn't doing it at first. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. There we go. Okay. I just posted that one. Hold on. Oh, okay, 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 okay. All right. Now, the third post has been posted for today. The I'm going to post an additional one. Let me see if the other ones are. Save. You running for the money? Okay, 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 okay. Now let's go right here. And now we about to post another one. Post one more. So we're on Opus Clips right now. Why did I just break it down a little bit further? Because yes, entrepreneurs is very, very broad. It has a lot of people underneath the category of entrepreneurs. Again, I broke it down to podcasters. Just like entrepreneurs, just like there's a lot of entrepreneurs, there's a lot of podcasters. There's over 5 million. Okay, 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 okay. What we're gonna do right here, we're gonna do the same exact thing. We're gonna edit, then we're gonna post. Edit, then post. Layout screen, we're gonna do fill. Why did I just break it down a little bit further? Because yes, entrepreneurs is very, very broad. It has a lot of people underneath the category of entrepreneurs. Again, I broke it down to podcasters. Doing, doing. Just break it down a little bit further because yes, entrepreneur. Do 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 do. All right, this is what we do. This is what we do. Yes, entrepreneurs is very, very broad. There we go. A lot of people underneath the category of entrepreneurs. Again, I broke it down to podcasters. Just like entrepreneurs, just like there's a lot of entrepreneurs, there's a lot of podcasters. There's over 5 million different podcasts out there. So just because I say entrepreneurs and then I break it down to podcasters, I have to continue to get clear. I have to continue to refine, restructure my message. Let's go. Okay. I have to continue to get clear. I have to continue to save, 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 save. Okay, so now what it's doing is about to save. I'm about to upload it. I'm gonna schedule this one for 3 o'clock, and then after this, we're gonna get to working. We're gonna get to actually doing the work. Doing the work matters because if I'm just focused on posting, excuse me, if I'm just focused on posting, and nothing's gonna come from there. We have to actually start doing some business now. Correction, this is business. This is the boring work. This is the boring work, but it's the most important. Most important work there is. Why did it just do that?
Very, very broad. It has very, very broad. It has a lot of people underneath the category of entrepreneurs. Then I broke it down to podcasts. Just like entrepreneurs, just like there's a lot, just like there's just like there's a lot of entrepreneurs, there's a lot of podcasters.
There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Export, download. Okay. Keep editing. Let me see what this one looking like. Let me see.
Just like there's a lot of entrepreneurs, there's a lot of podcasters. There's over 5 million different podcasts out there. So just because I say entrepreneurs and then I break it down to podcasters, I have to continue to get clear. I have to continue to refine, restructure my message.
Boom, 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 boom.
Just like there's a lot of entrepreneurs.
Okay.
Just like there's a lot of entrepreneurs, there's a lot of podcasters.
Let me try to edit this one right quick. This is the born work. This is what the work looks like. I'm not sugarcoating nothing. I'm not hiding nothing. This is Sparta. Let's go. So the beginning, I got there we go. Boom, 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 boom. Okay.
There's a lot of podcasters. There's over 5 million different podcasts out there. So just because I say entrepreneurs,
Consistency is key. This is what it takes to be consistent. You have to do the work. You have to do the work. You have to show up, do the work, do the work. You have to show up, do the work, do the work. You have to show up, do the work, do the work. You have to show up, do the work, do the work.
just like there's a lot of entrepreneurs, there's a lot of podcasters.
Wait, where is this one at?
Just like there's a lot of entrepreneurs.
That's the one I need right there. We live. Okay, there we go. Okay. We posting. This is the fourth post for today. We are posting. We are staying consistent, and we're focused. Okay, we're gonna say it on. We're gonna schedule that one now. 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. Now it's scheduled. Alright, so now I'm about to come back to the screen. Okay, so I'm coming back to the screen. I've scheduled 4 different posts right now, and I'm about to schedule 4 more, but I'm scheduled an hour from now, and so that way I just don't focus on just posting. I actually want to start doing some work. I actually want to start really showing, excuse me, the behind the scenes of really putting myself out there, getting customers, getting feedback, adjusting, and so on and so forth. There's going to be a great 90-day challenge because there's going to be so much that I'm going to be showing, doing, and understanding. So we're about to start doing some work at and I'm sorry, let's do it. I'm starting 7 minutes. Start doing some work in 7 minutes. Well, I'm actually doing the work, but you know what I mean, do the work behind in 7 minutes. So I'm gonna actually post some more. My goal is to post 8 times a day. 8 times a day. If I can post 8 times a day, I will be great. Oh, there we go. Save.
Just like there's a lot of
There we go. 18. I don't like that one. I'm gonna post an old video.
See, marketing brought awareness, and when he brought awareness, he was able to have a. Steve Jobs knew and understood for him and his company to grow, he had to ask and be a better presenter and be a better communicator. That's what he practiced on. That's what he focused on. Absolutely not. Steve Jobs knew and understood for him and his company to grow, he had to ask and be a. He had to.
God, dog.
For instance, I would like to serve podcasters who are entrepreneurs because I'm an entrepreneur and I have a podcast. Now I want to help podcasters be able to monetize their platform by advertising, by partnerships, and getting sponsorships from up.
Now this is great. I didn't even know I had said that, but nonetheless, this is great. It goes to show that your content has to. You have to be consistent because it's hard to be consistent when you're trying to figure out what you would like to do it, and as you're figuring out what you are doing, you've been doing it this whole time. Oh my goodness. That is crazy. You never know. You never know. Okay. Hey. All right, so now we about to go crazy. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna finish setting up my funnel. There's a thing called funnel where you're bringing and attracting people in, so that way, as it's set up, as it's organized, people who are struggling to stay consistent with their podcast, who don't want to go through this problem, who don't want to go through these issues of editing, posting, managing, so on and so forth, we're going to actually go behind the scenes on how we're going to put the funnel together, and then reach out to different customers to potentially help them be more consistent with their podcast. So right here,
For instance, I would like to serve podcasts.
not even say for instance, just
Would like to serve. Like to serve. Would like to serve. Would like to serve. I would like to serve podcasts that who are entrepreneurs because I'm an entrepreneur and I have a podcast. Now I want to have podcasts to be able to monetize their platform by advertising, by partnership, again sponsorships from other companies, other businesses that's looking to sponsor a platform.
boom, 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 boom. Hey, hey. Landscape. Ah, dog. Uh. 17. 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17. Okay. Never said it was going to be pretty. Never said it was going to be pretty. Here we go.
For instance, I would like to serve podcasts that who are entrepreneurs because I'm an entrepreneur and I have a podcast. Now I want to help podcasts be able to monetize their platform.
Monetize their platform. And so I'm just going to stop right there. There we go.
To monetize their platform. For instance, I would like to serve podcasts that who are entrepreneurs because I'm
Oh yeah. This is my fifth post that I'm posting for today. Fifth post that I'm posting for today. Oh crap! Can't even see video. Here we go. Okay. Helping podcasters monetize. So Knowing your audience is key. So what I'm doing right now is I'm writing a caption, or I'm letting AI write a caption about the challenges of monetizing your podcast. I know my biggest challenges was not understanding how to make money from it, not understanding my audience, and not communicate with them. And over time, you get to a point where you're just producing, and you're not making anything from the work that you're producing. So now my goal is to shift the production that really make money from everything that I'm producing. So I want to show how that's possible with this 90-day challenge to make $100,000 to grow a podcast business to make $100,000 within the next 90 days. Could not be knowing your audience, understanding who tunes in, identifying your listening. You can tell your episode. This not only boosting. Okay. Need to change that. Anything to offer. That's good. It really says not having anything to offer. To turn past the profit, consider creating. Yeah, that's good. That's good. So what I'm putting right here, it says one of the biggest challenges is not having anything to offer and sell. Turn your passion to profit. Consider creating exclusive content, merchandise, or even offering consulting services. That is actually pretty true. God, dog. Jesus Christ. That's how I made my first $217 back in my first 90-day challenge, making $100,000. I literally was offering consulting fees or consulting services. Like I was helping others build their confidence. And I didn't recognize that everyone don't need confidence on how to start a podcast. And I was so confused, and I'm like, man, why don't you need help with that? Like I'm trying to help you with your podcast. Many people was at different phases of their life and different parts of their journey, and so they might be confident on camera. They might understand the importance of showing up on camera, recording a podcast, posting, and so on and so forth. But it's the consistency. What I've learned, what I came to understand, is that it's the consistency that people struggle with, because how can you be consistent if you're not showing up daily? And so I was like, dang, like I just don't understand. So my first 90-day challenge was so overwhelming because I was offering one particular thing, which was helping entrepreneurs launch their podcasts. And what I came to learn, came to realize, came to understand is that a lot of entrepreneurs do not struggle with launching their podcasts. They struggle with being consistent with their podcasts. So that was a major lesson that I've learned. Jesus Christ, that was a good lesson. So there we go. Remove that. There we go. This is the born work. You have to do the born work for you to actually position yourself differently. There we go. Do this one for 3. Schedule. Alright, so I just posted my 5th post for today. I just posted it. And now what we're going to do, we're going to come check in, make sure it's going good. Alright. It's going good. Let's see. Yeah, it's going good. Alright, so now what we about to do is we about to update the photos. We're about to start working on it. And that is going to be great itself, because I'm going to show, before I start advertising, before I start putting money into different things, I'm going to really restructure the funnel, so that way as I'm restructuring it, I'm able to position it differently. And That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna record the videos as well. And it's gonna be a long day because once I set this up, I'll be good and I'll be able to bring in more customers like that. So day one is essentially just showing the importance of setting everything up in place before customers start to come. I start reaching out. I start asking others like, do you know anyone that's struggling with their podcast? Oh my God, that is a good wow. If you know anyone that's struggling with their podcast to stay consistent, send them my way. Let them know that they don't have to struggle and worry about everything. They can literally send it my way, and then we can help them not only stay consistent, but have more impact and make more money. I'm actually going to do that. Oh my goodness, huh? That is actually pretty good. That is actually pretty good. Oh my God, I can't. Oh my goodness, I gotta write that down. I gotta write that down. I gotta write that down because that was so good. That was so good. That was so good. That was so good. Hold on. I gotta write that down. Add webinar. Okay. Important. Mm, mm. Anyone who stand consistent for their podcast. Oh, that's gonna be good. So I'm gonna be side note. I'm gonna be implementing or doing different tactics to bring in more customers to have more awareness. And the strategy that I just wrote down was a great strategy because one, I have more clarity. Two, I understand the problem I have to solve. Three, I understand who I'm helping, and I'm helping podcasters be more consistent. So I need to go to a group of podcasters and ask, do you know anybody that's struggling to stay consistent with their podcast? And this is going to position me differently. Like it's like a whole new atmosphere because I'm constantly changing, constantly improving. What this is going to do is going to give me an advantage because there's an ocean that's there. There's a book called The Blue Ocean Strategy. But finding your strategy is so important because there's so many different strategies out there. There's so many different podcasts out there. There's so many people helping with the launch of the podcast. How can I be different? How can I find that blue ocean strategy that will position me differently to help podcasters stay consistent? So the message is so important. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So let me go ahead and share my screen at this moment. Let me share my screen at this moment. Hello. Let me share my screen. About to pop out. Pop out. What about to do? Share my screen. Oh wait, before I start that, one video was already uploaded. Okay, it just finished. It just finished. Now that I understand, it's going to help you not only be more consistent, but it's going to show you that you can be consistent, that you can have a business, and that you can make an impact. Making an impact goes far beyond yourself. When I started the journey half a decade ago, I literally started with my phone. I literally started picking up my iPhone and started recording people. Okay. Hey. I said okay. Where's the long? There's dang. Drake came into the camera. Deep diving deep today. It's a special announcement. Name of the business. Name of business is to stay consistent. Once you get into business, you have to stay into business because there's so many different things that you don't know, so many different things that you haven't learned, so many different things that you can think is impossible. And I know for me, it was a challenge for me to really understand that I can be in business, I can have a business, I can grow a business, I can make money, I can make it. Alright, so this is gonna be the sixth post that I post today. My goal is to post up to 8 different videos, 8 different posts, 8 different times per day, and then I want to increase the amount of times that I'm posting. Once I start bringing in others, once I start growing a team and so on and so forth. But for now, my goal is to have 8 per day, and 8 per day is doable, it's feasible, and it's possible. So this is post number 6.
can be in business, I can have a business, I can grow business, I can make money, I can make it,
There we go.
make a difference, but I have to understand how to do it. And when I understand how to do it, I'm gonna show when I'm teaching. I'm sorry, I'm gonna show what I'm learning, and then as I'm learning what I'm teaching, everything's gonna come together to understand how to do that.
Boom, 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 boom.
And when I understand how to do that, I'm gonna show when I'm teaching. I'm sorry, I'm gonna show when I'm teaching. Understand how to do that. I'm sorry, I'm gonna. I'm sorry. I'm gonna show and how to do that. Alright, I'm gonna show. I have to understand how to do that. I'm gonna show what I'm learning, and then as I'm learning what I'm teaching, everything's gonna come together because it's gonna show. I'm gonna show my real life results. What can happen when you be consistent. How to create a plan around your everyday structure, and how to just show up.
Let's go. Post number 6 in the making. Alright, while that uploads. I really don't know. I really don't know. What did I say? Um, I forgot. I was about to say something. There we go. Now we gonna export that. What does it take to succeed? You have to show up every day. You gotta show up. You gotta show up. When you show up, you showing out. Show up and showing out. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Here we go. You gotta pop out and show out. Pop out and show out. There we go. There we go. Alright, so excuse me. This one, what's the name of this one? We gon' alright, there we go. Alright. We gonna post. Whether you a new podcaster, consistency. And being consistent. Whether your new podcast established platform, the key to success comes from Alright, there we go. Post number 6. I done posted 6 different videos today, and this is only the beginning because it's I'm showing the work. I'm doing the work. The work has to be done because the work is the focus, and the work is the focus. The work is going to be done. Let's go. Take that one out. 3. I'm going to do this one for 4:30. There we go. Alright, so that's 6 posts today. I feel good about it. 6 posts. Post 2 more later on. But this is good. This is good. This is off to a great start. This is day 1 of 90-day challenge to grow a podcast business, making $100,000, and we're going behind the scenes. We're going and documenting what the process looks like, what the steps look like, and one, you have to be consistent. As you're being consistent, you have to have a way of doing things, doing your business, doing your structure. And I'm developing a way. I'm creating the structure, and I want to show the results based off of me being consistent. So I just recently posted 6 different videos scheduled for today. My goal is to do 8, so I'll probably do 2 more later on today, so that way I can continue to post throughout the day and continue to show up every single day. So what we're about to do now, we're about to update the website / funnel. And to give you a background of what a funnel is when you have attention. Like, my biggest challenge, my biggest problem was when I was trying to learn more about what I was doing my first time doing a 90-day challenge, was that I didn't fully understand how to make money from the awareness that I was getting. The awareness I was getting was attention. However, having attention is only great because it's only good for that moment. If I'm able to have attention, if I'm able to have people watch what I'm doing, listen to what I'm doing, and understand what I'm doing, it will position me differently because I can have awareness, I can have attention, I can have people paying attention to me. And until I put something out there that's gonna help, that's gonna potentially help them, people are just watching. People are just viewing. People are just clicking. And that's good. I appreciate it. However, when you click, when you watch, when you view, it does nothing to your pockets. And I know this because I've been producing podcast episodes for the last half a decade or 5 years. And I understand that you have to have something to offer. You have to give people to buy, show people how and what to buy from you. And if you have nothing to offer, if you're, like for me, don't know anything about what to offer, how can you go about making any money from it? And so when I made my first $217 in my first 90-day challenge, one of my, she was supposed to be a client. She was kind of a client, but what happened was, she was like, I want to support your challenge. I want to be a part of this challenge. I want because I've been thinking about launching my podcast for quite some time. I think this challenge is going to help me get to the next level. And she was so interested. She was so inspired by it. And what the biggest downfall was that I didn't have the website or my funnel set up to where she can make the payment and the payment will go through. I literally had so many errors, so many problems with that. Good morning, grace and peace to you, T. Proud of you. I appreciate it. Good morning. Good to see you. Sinok. Hopefully I said that right. Hopefully I said your name right. It's good to see you. But I want to show the problem. Oh my God, it was so stressful. It was so stressful. I'm literally trying to figure out how to fix this error, but I have no idea how to fix it because I'm not tech savvy. I'm not good with all this software, all this technology. I'm not good with it. And so it's just like you, I have to learn about it. I have to be aware of it. I have to study. I have to understand it. And I'm going to show you the biggest the biggest downfall that I had while trying to produce or trying to accept the payment. So when you have a business payment, hold on. Where I'm at. There we go. Confirm. There we go. Business. There we go. 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 There we go equals payments. She had her card right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think it's 9 numbers. I think it's 9 numbers. I think so. What's going on, Congratulations on getting married, even though I ain't getting no cake. What's going on, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'll see you a cupcake. And so, this right here is a credit card. And during that time, during my first 90-day challenge back in September of 2024, I couldn't accept the payment. The website, like, it literally had so many errors. So many. I laugh about it now because it was hilarious. During that time, it was stressful. Okay, so it had so many errors. Oh, you're not even seeing what I'm writing. Hold on. Okay, now there we go. So I'm gonna explain what I just wrote. So I wrote down the credit card right here. Wrote down a credit card. This is not a real credit card, by the way. This is a hypothetical. So if you try to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I guarantee you probably won't get nothing from it. I digress. So when I was working with this client, she was like, "Yeah, I'm interested in launching my podcast. I think it's time. God has opened the doors, and she's telling me that it's time for me to launch my podcast." My biggest challenge was that I didn't know how to fix this. I didn't know how to fix this error. I didn't know how to fix this. No clue. And so she put her information in so many different times. And I had to make sure, I had to go on the website, go behind the scenes and look at the system to make sure that every time she put her payment in, she wasn't charged. She wasn't overcharged. Oh my God. I had to make sure that she wasn't charged. I think she did it 6 times. 6 times. And it still didn't go through. And I'm like, man, I don't know what's going on. What do I do? I literally was trying to figure out what to do. And I took a deep breath. And I just communicated with her. I said, hey, listen. I don't know how to fix this. But I want to make sure that you're not getting charged for every time you resubmit your information. And I took a screenshot and said, hey, you're not getting charged for it. I canceled the payments. I canceled everything. I just want to make sure, I just want to clarify that you're not getting charged for it. But I don't know how to fix this. Not sure if it's me, but I believe the connection is a little laggy. Oh, man, I appreciate it. Dang. See, there go another problem how to fix. How do you know if it's laggy? Am I laggy now? I don't know how to fix that. God, dog. Dang. I appreciate you for letting me know, but I gotta figure out how to not make it laggy. Oh, I gotta go on YouTube. How do you not make it laggy? How do you know if it's laggy or not? I can't see that. Dang. Anywho, I'm gonna try to figure out how to do that. Y'all hit that thumbs up and like, subscribe. I'm proud of you, young man. Appreciate it, Appreciate that, I think I showed that. Yeah, I think I did. I don't know how to make it unlaggy. I gotta figure that out. I gotta figure that out. Make live unlaggy. How you spell unlaggy? There you go, unlaggy. I'm gonna look into that. I don't know how to do that just yet. Again, this is day 1 of 90-day challenge to build a podcasting business to make $100,000, and we're going to behind the scenes. It definitely freezes here and there. What? It freezes here and there? Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that. It freezes here and there. Look into stream what is it called? It definitely freezes here and there. Um, Look at the stream so it doesn't last. Freeze and yeah. I appreciate that, Psycho Hunter. No worries, but I saw your caption and it definitely interested me because I'm in the same position. Let's go! Let's go! Hey man, what's your name, bro? Psycho Hunter 01. Hey man, I appreciate it. I apologize for the what is it called? For the lagging. I don't know how to fix that right now. This is my first time going stream for this long period of time. Nonetheless, I got really inspired by streamer university, and who really inspired me was a guy named Agent because he was talking about business. I'm like, hold on, you can stream and talk about business? Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. So I'm in the process of showing behind the scenes of what it takes to actually go from zero to having a business and so on and so forth. So Psycho Hunter, man, I appreciate it, bro. I don't know how to fix the lagging right now. I don't know how to fix the freezing. I have no idea. I'm going to look into that, but as of now, hopefully it goes through. Hopefully it plays through, and it doesn't continue to lag. You know what I mean? So I can't necessarily. I don't know how to fix that. I don't know how to fix it just yet. But bear with me, work with me. This is only day one of 90-day challenge to make $100,000. What's our 90-day? Hold on. Day one of 90-day challenge to grow a podcasting business to make $100,000 and show the behind the scenes of what's going on, what's taking place, and what goes on to grow it. So please let me know if you can see it, if it's working, if it's not working. I'll try to like slow down, try to position it differently. I just gotta figure out how to fix it. I digress. So back to the credit card and back to the errors that I was having. See, this is another error. I don't know how to fix the lagging. I don't know how to fix the internet just yet. And so in while growing a podcast business, you're going to have issues that's going to come up. As the issues come up, they cannot stop you. They cannot force you to stop doing what you would like to do to get in a better position. Life is going to throw at you. Life is going to come at you. But it's how you accept it. It's how you move. It's how you show up. It's how you be consistent. Psycho Hunter say, I'm in the middle of building a business while wanting to start it. Oh, I'm sorry. Can I share this? Oh, I can share it. You can see it. Oh, that's dope. That's dope. Psycho Hunter said, I'm in the middle of building a business while I want to start a new connection and teach myself and grow my mindset and do a podcast at the same time. And just yesterday, I was thinking to start streaming while I learn and grow, even read books on stream. Hey, bro, that's good. Psycho Hunter, that is great. Because you're not alone in this. You're not alone in this journey. There's so many people that struggle with trying to figure out how to start a business or trying to figure out how to get to the next step, trying to figure out what information to learn. You can't see right here, but behind me, I have countless amount of books. I can't say that I read every last one of them because it's a lot of information. Nonetheless, I also listen to books now. Like, I don't sit down and just read books because it takes a long time. Furthermore, when you sit down and read books, you can see your progression. You can turn the page and be like, I got a little bit more left. I got a lot more left. And then I'm halfway through and so on and so forth. What you're going to do, if I can give words of encouragement, since you're helping me, I would like to help you. Psycho Hunter, bro, you was thinking about it yesterday. Don't let that thought go to waste. Go down the drain and not act on that thought. Go do the live. Go start the live. Go start that. Because yes, people might not watch it right now, but people are looking for your information. People are looking for you. People are looking for your knowledge and your wisdom. And when you especially have a podcast around your growth, your development, your learning, what you've learned, what you discovered, why you got into business, the goal behind it, people are going to follow you, bro. You have to be willing to really take a risk. I'm taking a risk today. I'm really taking a risk for the next 90 days to go from zero and build a podcast business to making $100,000. I'm taking a risk. You have to take a risk for your dreams to come true. So Psycho Hunter, man, if I can give any words of encouragement, go start that live. If not today, probably tomorrow, but go set yourself up. Start that book club and let me know. I'll be a part of it. I'll be a part of it because I love to read. Man, there's so much information here. One book that I probably haven't read, that I probably won't ever read because it's a huge book, but I'll probably listen to it. It's called The Wealth of a Nation. I don't know what it's about because I haven't read it. Nonetheless, this book is huge. It's kind of like a walking dictionary. You know how the dictionary got so many different pages, so many different words, so many different structures in it? It's kind of like that, but The Wealth of the Nation, I'm like, dang, that title itself is so powerful. The Wealth of the Nation. It's right here. Hold on, let me show you. It's right here. Look at this dictionary. Bruh, what? That's crazy. I don't know if I'm going to read this one. I don't know if I'm going to read this one, but the title itself, The Wealth of the Nations by Adam Smith, it seemed like a good book, but it's 1,000 plus the index and all that stuff. It's 1,000 and, hold on. I'm in the back of the book now. Psycho Hunter, you got me looking in this book, bro. Hold on. Index. Action books. Okay. 1,231 different pages. I'm not reading that. I'm not what? What? I don't know who encouraged me to buy, but the title's pretty good. So Psycho Hunter 01, bro, go do it. I'm gonna read your post again because it's so incredible that you even said that. And you say I'm in the middle of building a business. I want to start new connections and teach myself and grow my mindset and do a podcast at the same time. And just yesterday, I was thinking to start streaming while I learn and grow, even read books on stream. Words and inspiration can come from anybody, anywhere, anytime, and you can really position yourself differently. So hopefully I inspire you to go do that, to go start it, to go push yourself, to go challenge yourself and take that risk. And eventually you will get to a point where not just thinking, you're acting on the thoughts that you already have. Psycho Hunter, I think he just replied again. Yeah, he just replied again. And you know what's crazy? Is that I was looking for a business stream where people teach and even do the same thing I was thinking about, and I didn't see any of it. All I saw was you. All I saw was your caption, and it seems like we're on the same boat, so that means we'll be the first to do it and definitely make it, especially if y'all the first to think on it and act on it. Bro, I literally thought about the same thing. And let me tell you why. Hold on. I've been streaming for 2 hours, man. 2 hours, bro. Let me tell you why. Because when I was watching the streaming university, I saw so many different clips. When I tell you I saw a lot of clips, bro, I saw a lot of clips. And majority of the clips that I saw was like guys talking to women. Like, there's no problem at all. Like, I'm married, you know what I mean? I don't need that. But it was more so like guys talking to girls and girls talking to guys, and just flirtatious content. Not to talk bad about it or anything of the nature, but it's more so like, damn, I'm not interested in that. I don't want to learn how to talk to women. Like, I'm already married, you know what I mean? I want to learn about business. I want to see business. I want to see business content. I want to see it from starting from point A to point B and so on and so forth. And then I saw this one dude. His name was like Preacher something. Preacher. He was preaching. He literally had 5 different phones. And he was preaching. He was preaching the gospel. He was preaching the Bible. He was preaching. I'm like, hold on. There's different content here. There's different people here. Streaming doesn't just mean gaming. Streaming doesn't just mean talking to girls, talking to women. Streaming can mean anything. But I'm not a streamer though. I'm a podcaster. I want to grow a business around podcasting. As I'm a podcaster, I want to have a business. I have to understand the structures behind it. What if this is when I had this idea and I'm watching everybody and I saw when agent gave the behind the scenes of him having his business. And I'm like, that's the type of content I want to make. I want to make content around business. I want to challenge myself to make content around business, to not because I'm a great podcaster, but I want to understand the business of podcasting. But for me to only do that, I have to challenge myself, I have to push myself, I have to encourage myself, I have to take risks. And it wasn't until I start taking risks that I start understanding that you learn more a lot faster. My first 90-day challenge that I did it in a way of learning what business even was. Like, what do I need to do? Why am I going to do this? Why is this important? This is my second time doing a 90-day challenge. But this time, I'm more clear. This time, I'm more focused. This time, I have more strategies. And why this is so important, because I wanna reflect on when I make my first $100,000. A lot of people be like, man, I don't remember when I made my first $100,000. I don't remember when I made my first million. I don't remember when I made my first 10 million. And I'm like, I want to remember every milestone. And every milestone, I'm going to challenge myself to hit that milestone. So Psycho Hunter, bro, we're in the same boat. We're in the same situation. It's more so like, man, I want to teach others who want to learn about business. I want to show others that's encouraged about business, that like business. I like business, bro. Like, I don't need to learn how to talk to women. I don't need to learn how to do that. I'm already married. I need to do that. I need to learn business. I want to show business. I want to talk about business. I want to talk about the boring work. Business could be boring. It's not just all glamorous. It's take a lot of work. So that's what I want to show. So Psycho Hunter, bro. Hopefully I inspire you to go start that challenge, start your book club, and really put yourself out there, because it starts with you, and just because it starts with you doesn't mean it's going to end with you. So use this as motivation, use it as inspiration. Go start that channel, go start that live, go start that streaming, go start that podcast, because people are waiting for you. And so when I go back to the example, so my first 90-day challenge that I was going through, I wasn't expecting to have as many errors, many challenges, and many overwhelming situations as I had. But as I had them, I had to learn how to handle them accordingly. Like, I had to learn how to handle them as soon as they came up, as soon as they arrived, as soon as they start showing up, because it's overwhelming, right? The payment did not go through. The payment did not go through up to 6 or 7 times when I'm constantly seeing that she's retrying, she's reattempting, she's redoing it. But if you're in business and can't take payments, you have no business. I struggled with the business that I was having. Oh, right here. I struggled. Hold on. There we go. I struggled because the payments was hard to take. The payments was difficult. Fortunately enough, she was like, you know what? I support your challenge. I support what you're doing. I just want to make it as a donation. And instead of me taking it on my website, instead of me taking it on on the website that I had it, that I was making, she just Zelled it to me. She Zelled it to my business account, and I was like, man, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Because people see your effort. People see you trying. People see that you don't have everything figured out. The great thing about business, what I've recently learned, is that you don't have to have everything figured out. You have to start with where you are at and start showing up, start getting customers, start doing business, and start acquiring customers. Because the more you start doing, the more you don't understand, the more you don't know, the more you will understand, the more you will learn, the more you will know. Apple, for instance, you use Apple as a prime example. Every 2 to 3 years, I upgrade my phone. I remember back in the day, I had an iPhone, watch this. I only had the button. This was the home button. This was the home button on the iPhone. Home button. And every so often, Apple has updates to the phone, and you get to a certain update limit when you have your phones, when you have your iPhone, is that you have to get a new phone. but they are constantly changing, they're constantly improving. And the button was there, and since I had the button when I was recording and starting my podcast, now I just have a swipe. Like I can literally swipe up and swipe up to go to different pages and so on and so forth. But just like Apple changes, your business will change. But Apple did not let them not knowing everything. When you are starting and you're getting feedback, feedback can help you grow. Feedback can help you change. Feedback can help you improve. Me doing that 90-day challenge gave me feedback on how to improve. It gave me feedback on what to work on. It gave me feedback on what to focus on. It gave me feedback on structure. You have to have a plan behind the plan, in case one plan goes wrong, in case the other plan goes a totally different way, in case one plan don't even work how it's supposed to work. You have to take that risk, because what feedback is you're getting customers, or you're getting clients, you're getting your audience. What is it called? Audience. They're speaking about what they like and what they don't like, and it's going to help you change, update, and upgrade everything that you're doing. Psycho Hunter say, I'm sure right here. That is very crazy because I watched. That's very crazy because I watched Streaming University and I thought the same thing. Because even though everyone wants to be Kai, to live and be big, they feel stuck on where to start or what direction. Let me see what direction to take. And the biggest thing that came to me is, why do I have to be them? Exactly. Why do I have to be them? They made it because they were the first of themselves and not first of trying to be like Mr. Beast or anyone else, and they made it doing good in their hearts and having a good head on their shoulders and being consistent. And being consistent. I watched a couple streams with what's his name? Of course I will forget his name as soon as I'm about to say it. Not Kai. I watched a podcast with Kai as well, a couple of podcasts. I Show Speed. And they are literally consistent. And I'm like, man, like, how do you get that big? How do you grow that fast? How do you grow that much? What about when they wasn't growing? What about when they was trying to figure out what they've already figured out the years that we didn't see them, or the years that I ain't seen them, or the years I ain't even met them? And so it's more so of understanding that everyone has their own route. In business, you have to find your own path, because yes, you can go and follow different systems, different blueprints, different structures, but you have to create your own structure. You have to create your own blueprint. You have to create your own route. And what we're going to be doing today, we're going to be creating our own route, because this is day one of 90-day challenge to grow a podcasting business to make $100,000. And we about to actually open up the funnel. We're about to open it up so that way I don't have the same what is it called? So that way I don't have the same issues as the first time, because I'm setting everything up properly. I'm going to test it. Business is full of tests. You have to be willing to test. There's a book by, his name is Tillman Fertilia. Is that his name? Tillman Fertilia. He's a billionaire. And I watched his content, I watched his interview recently, yesterday. And as I'm watching it, he wrote a book called Shut Up and Listen. I listened to the book. I listened to what he was talking about, how he was sharing it. He's been in business for quite some time. And even though he's been in business for quite some time, I'm like, man, what lessons does he have to give? What lessons can I learn from him? What can I learn from this man? And he literally go in depth with his information. And he says, one thing in this book, he said, you have to change. One person that was on Twitter or that was on X, they asked me, that was like, with this new social media world and the new social media that's coming out and everything that's coming out, how do you stay relevant? How do you stay relevant for today's time? He was like, it's simple, but it's not. No, what did he say? He was like, you have to change. If you're not willing to adapt to the change, adapt to today's time, you will never grow. He said the audience member who asked the question, he was like, he been in business for 30 years. And then the billionaire, Tillman Fertilia, I think that's his name, he was like, If you've been in business for 30 years and you're not growing, you're doing something wrong. I said, dang, you're doing something wrong? Oh, 30, I'm only 26 years old. Not only, I'm 26 years old. And I wasn't even born 30 years ago. And in the early 2000s, that's when technology, social media, Facebook, Instagram, and everything start coming out. Start producing, start really growing. Like, man, it blows my mind by the amount of social medias that's out here and the amount of people that are not using social media. Like it, I be speechless sometimes. Like, do you not know the amount of reach that's on every single platform? Every single platform has their own audience. Every single platform has have their own community. Every single platform is different from the next platform. However, they're same as the next platform. It's kind of like going to Taco Bell and Chipotle. Chipotle is polished. So Chipotle is clean. Chipotle got a lot of customers coming in and out. Whereas Taco Bell, I never seen Taco Bell busy like Chipotle. And I literally tested this. I was working with what is it called? I had a business coach. And he was like, there's a difference between Chipotle and Taco Bell. He was like, if you go and look at the difference between Chipotle and Taco Bell, you would see the difference. And I'm like, let me go do that. What am I doing? I know there's a Taco Bell here and a Chipotle here. Let me go out and look. I literally went to Taco Bell and I ordered like 3 tacos. And as soon as I walked in, there was no cars in the parking lot. There was nobody in the lobby. And there was like maybe 4 people working. And I ordered my tacos, got my tacos, ate my tacos. It was great. Then I go to Chipotle. When I go to Chipotle, there's cars in the parking lot. There's people in line. There's like 20 people working behind the counter. And then the meal, I mean, it was good. It was food. But I'm like, oh, the difference is the customer service. The difference is the amount of people that's going there. The difference is obvious. You can clearly see the difference. In business, you have to, being obvious is a challenge because there's some things that a lot of people lack. There's some things a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people don't understand about business. I didn't for quite some time. But for me to be obvious, I have to set up things properly. And as I'm setting up things properly, I have to see it. I have to test it. I have to just look at it. I have to learn it. I have to study it. Why? Because if you're in business, just like in the book, Shut Up and Listen, you have to change. Just like Apple. I have an iPhone. See, you got 3 cameras right here. Boom, boom, boom. And I got the swipe up. Just like Apple, you have to test. And as you're testing, you're changing. So that's what we're going to get into. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into that. Let me stop sharing my screen for a second. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, shit, the wrong one. There we go. And now I'm about to go and update my website. Alright, there we go. Please let me know if you can see it or if it's lagging. Please let me know. My goal is not to make it laggy. I'm just trying to do the best I can with what I have. And as I'm doing the best I can with what I have, you got to let me know what I'm doing. Let me know. Yeah, so what I'm going to right now, let me go back to my profile. So these are all the funnels that I have. Funnels are essentially how you get people attention and they click a link. Once they click a link, they go to your website. Once they go to your website, they go to a funnel. A funnel helps you capture the lead, capture the information, and then communicate with them over time. And as you're communicating with them over time, you're actually building a relationship with the customers. So it took me a half a decade to really understand the importance behind that. And man, it's overwhelming. It is. I can't even lie and say it's easy. It is overwhelming because there's so much information that you don't know. However, even though you don't know it, doesn't mean you can't learn it. And so these are the funnels I have. I'm going to be working on a webinar. What a webinar is, it's kind of like a, what is it called? A webinar is an online event where you're teaching about your business, or you're teaching about a specific tactic that can help your customers get more success, have more business, and get more customers. Excuse me. So a webinar is an online event, where you're teaching about a skill that you already have, the success that you have, and how to help others have the same success. So we're working on now. We're going to update this particular funnel. We're going to go to it right now. And right now it says discover the proven podcast strategies that Tampa Bay entrepreneurs use to attract clients without burnout. So I'm in Tampa Bay. I wonder if I can make this small. I wonder if I gotta figure out how to do this, because it ain't. Hold on. I gotta figure out how to make it. How to make it more wider, I would say. Let me see. Let me see. Oh. Why? Let's see. If I can do it like this, that'll be smooth. Hold on. I might just have to cover myself up. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna try to cover myself up. And hold on. I'm gonna try to cover myself up because I really want to show this. I really wanted to show this. Can you? Oh, yep. There we go. Okay. So that's what it is. I just have to cover myself up. Oh yeah, that's good. Let me see. I'm going to. I think that works. Hold on. Let me make sure. Oh, yeah, I think that works. Yeah, I think it worked. Let me see. There we go. Yeah. I told you it can be learned. I'm practicing when I'm preaching. Now, come on now. All right, so let me come back to the camera right quick. Let me explain what we're about to do right now. Hold on. All right, let me come back to the camera. I'm about to explain what we're about to do. All right, so real quick. So what we're about to do, I'm about to go over the webinar, the funnel that I already have created. I'm about to update it. I'm about to change it so that way it focuses on helping podcasters be more consistent rather than helping entrepreneurs launch their podcast. My message has changed, so my funnel needs to match my message. So that way, the ads I'm going to run, the webinar I'm going to run, everything says the same language. Everything is the same. If I can keep the language the same, I can speak and provide more value because the value is there, and just because it's there, I'm able to position it differently. So I'm going to update the webinar. I'm going to update the phone. I'm going to update the headline. I'm going to label and explain everything that I'm updating, so that way you can have an idea of what's been changed and the importance behind it. It's so important to not only have a place where your customers can sign up for something or join your email list, and oh my God. Hold on. I gotta go. I gotta do a teaching moment right quick. Hold on. This is important. This is important. Hold hold on. This right here is so important. And I say it's important because it took it. I'm telling you, it takes me so long to learn things, and I don't want to get to a point where I'm learning things and I forget what I'm learning. Hold on, this supposed to be 2024. Hold on. $2024 F. Alright, so let me go to the next one. So what an email list is, oh my goodness. This right here is gonna change your life because it changed my life, and I hope it changed your life because it changed my life. Alright, so email list, hold on, first let me do this. Alright, so what I'm doing right now, I'm writing copyright language, and what that means is that everything I'm putting on this page is copyrighted to me. And I've learned this a couple days ago. So everything that I'm doing, I'm gonna be putting this first so I can remember to do it. Alright. So there we go. Alright, so email list. Email list is so important. What is an email list? Okay, what is an email list? Hello. What is an email list? So what an email list is, okay. Okay, so I have a phone, right? I have a phone. I have my email on here. I have so many different things that's on my phone, right? So when I get emails, when I sign up, let's just say for social media, for school, for different programs, you have an email, right? Starting a business, you have to find a way to collect people name, number, emails, so on and so forth. But you have to keep that information protected. You have to keep it private because it's data protection. You have to protect the data that you're receiving. Nonetheless, your email list is how you sell. What do you mean? How do you sell? What do you mean? I learned this from a billionaire. That was like every time you use the word sell, use it as the symbol. Use it as the S. Like dollar sign. Email list is how you sell. Email list is a form of communication. Oh. Alright. What did it say? Email list is a form of communication. What does that mean? You have to communicate to your customers. And I didn't fully understand this on my first 90-day challenges because I wasn't, I learned about it, but I didn't know how to go about doing it. I didn't know why and see the importance behind it. And not knowing that the only way that you can grow is if you have an email list. Is if your email list is communicating with you. If they're responding to what you're offering. If they're responding to like the sales that you're having. I get a lot of sales. A lot of emails. I get a lot of emails from companies like JC Penney. Emails from JC Penney. Walmart. Because I used to be an employee of Walmart. And I guess for some reason I just keep getting emails. I just keep getting emails. Walmart. Let me see. What's another famous store? Do I get messages from Target? Target. What else? Sam's Club. I signed up for Sam's Club. If you look in your email and you look at different companies that's communicating with you, you're on their email list. Now, how do you build your email list so you can start communicating to your customers? You see, that was so confusing to me because how do you get that information? How do you have people sign up for things, or how do you communicate to them about sales going on for Memorial Day, for 4th of July, or holidays like that? How do you communicate to your customers? And it was so challenging for me to really understand that in order for you to have a business equals communication. You might not know what you are communicating that connects with others. On the contrary, your communication will connect with someone. Right? So if you're connecting with your customers, with your audience, if you're being relatable, if you're being consistent, and you're communicating with them on a daily basis, life is going to show you, correction, your business is going to grow, correction. I learned from my 90-day challenges that your business can only grow from the amount of emails, the amount of customers, the amount of outreach, the amount of marketing that you're doing. Social media is a form of communication. Is a form of communication. Why? How? Well, the first word is to say social. You have to be social. You have to. I just recently posted 6 videos this morning. I'm going to post 2 more later on today. Social media helps you communicate with others. Helps you communicate with people that's willing to learn from you, that's willing to grow from you, that's willing to be around you. For me to have a podcast business, I have to use social media to market myself, to communicate, to be sociable, to connect with others, to reach out, to market, and to be consistent. How can I reach out to one person consistently if I'm only able to see this one person once? Your email list is how you become sociable. Your email list is how you can grow your social media. You see, I'm in the process of building a podcast business going from $0 to $100,000, and I want to show the process. I want to show the behind the scenes. But in order for me to do that, I have to be sociable. I have to communicate. I have to talk. I have to talk a lot. If you look at all the famous celebrities, people who are influencers, they talk a lot. Your email list helps you talk to your customers even more. So, your email list, I'm going to put email right there. Email. Helps you communicate more. So now, you have person, you have email, and it's going to them. And I learned this in college. One of my classes I learned this. I just literally thought about that. Somebody has to send the message. The other person has to receive the message. The other person has to respond to the message and do not respond. But it's a cycle. The message has to be sent. I'm going to put delivered. And right here, I'm going to put received. Your email list helps you deliver messages so your customers, so your audience, so your email list can receive them. Why is that important? Because if you're not communicating with your customers, I learned this 90 days ago. When I first did my 90-day challenge. If If you're not communicating with your customers, if you're not consistent, how do you have a business? How do you have a business? And the guy that asked Tillman Fertitta, if I'm not mistaken, how do you adapt to the changes? How do you use social media to stay relevant? Well, you have to use it to communicate. You have to use it to be sociable. You have to use it to market yourself. Because one thing that stops a lot of people is the lack of awareness. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was one that was going from state to 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 state. To location, to location, to location, location. Marcus Garvey, I learned about Marcus Garvey in my history class when I was attending USF, University of South Florida. As I'm attending University of South Florida, they talk about what Marcus Garvey did, how he went from country to state to place, just like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., just like Malcolm X, just like all these people who had to travel to go speak to others. Times today is a lot different because you can travel from your phone. You can make a difference from your phone. You can connect with others from your phone. Marcus Garvey said the power of the pen is like the mighty. Oh, I forgot to say it. Oh my God. Hold on. Let me look it up. That quote that I heard, I said, ooh, that's different. Hold on. Let me look it up. Marcus Garvey quote. My wife, she's Jamaican, and I didn't know anything about Jamaica until I had got with her. Marcus Garvey quote about the pen. Let me see. The pen. This is what he said. Hold on. Let me share my screen. This is what he said. The pen is mightier than the sword, but the tongue is mightier than them both together. Why is that important? Because it highlights it literally just said it highlights the power of communication and the importance of using one's voice to influence others. The pen is mightier than the sword, but the tongue is mightier than them both put together. Why am I sharing this? Why am I going over this? Why did I just highlight this? Because you have to be willing to communicate with your customers. And as you're communicating with your customers, you have to understand that you have to be consistent. You can't be you can't communicate with your customers unless you know where they are at. Your email list will let you communicate with them anytime, any day, any night, any hour. Why? Because they are on your list. Until they unsubscribe, and then your email list has to have different settings that if they want to unsubscribe, they definitely can. I don't remember the exact rule, but that's one of the rules of marketing. And so your email list is so important. So that's what we're about to go over. We're about to go over the funnel that's going to help me capture email lists, help me capture people that's willing they're struggling to grow their podcast, to be more consistent, and would like to make more money. So we're about to go over there now, and as we're about to go over it now, get ready because we are diving deep. This is day one of 90-day challenge to make, this is day one of 90-day challenge to grow a podcast business of making $100,000 within the next 90 days. By the way, since I'm alive, since I'm documenting this, since I'm recording this, since I'm showing and displaying what's going on, hold on, you can't even see this. Hold on, you can't even see me. Hold on. Hold on, let me come back to the screen. Let me come back to the screen. Alright. So what we gonna do is dang, what did I just say? Dang, I just forgot what I said. What did I just say? I just forgot. God, dog. Let me see. I had said something. What I had said? Dang it. What is it? Something. Why am I coming to the screen? I forgot. Let me make a video. That's what I'm about to do. So, since I'm live and I'm doing a 90-day challenge to build a podcast business, let me come back. I'm going to record a live video of updating of what I'm doing for day one, so that way I can post my 7th video for today, and we can continue to be consistent in everything that we're doing. So what I'm about to do now, I'm about to record a live video, and I'm going to post it on Social Pilot. I'm going to schedule it ahead of time, so that way we can continue to be consistent and we can give updates as we're going on the process. I didn't necessarily do this my first 90-day challenge because I was still trying to figure out what to do, and it was overwhelming, and I was stressed out, and I had doubt. Nonetheless, let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started up in here. Alright, so. Alright. Update. Okay. Psycho Hunter, I don't know if you still in, but I'm about to give you a shout out, man. Alright, so what I'm about to do, I'm about to turn the camera where y'all can see and I can record, and this is what it's gonna take. This is what it's gonna take. This is what it's gonna take. Alright, so this is the update of day one, 90-day challenge to build a podcast business, and so far we You know how long you gotta talk to be streaming for a long time? Jesus Christ. Who would have thought? Alright. This is day one update of 90-day challenge to build a podcast business to make $100,000. And so far, we went over the basics of podcasting, basics of posting, the basics of email lists, and basics of communication. I've recently posted 6 different videos today alone. And the reason why I'm sharing this is because I want to give you an update of the 90-day challenge to build a podcast business to make $100,000. I'm streaming this. I'm going live, and I'm documenting the behind the scenes. In fact, I'm actually recording a live video at this moment while I'm streaming, while I'm building a podcast business to make $100,000 within the next 90 days. And so this is the update. Stay tuned for the next update. So I try to keep it between... Oh, yeah, that was good. That was perfect. I'll try to keep it underneath 59 seconds, because if I go more than 59 seconds, the Social Pilot video, it doesn't let me schedule the post. And that's so stressful. That is so stressful. Psycho Hunter, definitely still watching till my meme, but awesome. Hey, man, I forgot to give you a shout out, bro. Psycho Hunter, bro, man. Hey, man. You're doing great. You're doing great, bro. I forgot to give you a shout out in the video, but I give you a shout out in the next update video. Let me see how long I did this one. This one is for 47 minutes. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, so what I'm about to do now, I'm about to post this one, but I'm going to schedule this one for, since I already have videos already scheduled, I'm going to schedule this one for later on today. Alright, let me see. Can I rename this? I can't rename it. Okay. I gotta figure out how to rename that. Oh, hold on. I probably can. Oh, I can't. Yeah. I thought I could. Hey, no worries. It definitely is going in the right direction, though, and definitely can feel the positive vibes coming off the stream. Man, I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. I thought I could change the name of that, but I can't. Okay. Anywho, let me try to do something. Okay, there we go. There we go. Cycle Hunter say, hey, no worries. It is definitely going in the right direction, though, and definitely can feel the positive vibes coming off this stream. Man, I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. I'm about to actually, what am I about to do? Oh, yeah, I'm about to post. I'm about to post again. I'm about to post again. Social file. Okay, yeah. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Oh, and why? There we go. Yeah. There we go. Okay. All right. So what I'm about to do now, I'm about to send a video that I just created. It was under 59 seconds, and it's 49 seconds as a change. This is the update. This is the update of day 1 of 90-day challenge to make 100. I'm sorry. Day 1 of 90-day challenge to build a podcast business. Oh, where's it go? To build a podcast business making $100,000 in 90 days. So we're gonna go right here. We're gonna upload that. While that's uploaded, I'm gonna create a file for all the videos that I've created, so I can refer back to it, because that's what I did in my first 90-day challenge, and that was actually pretty good, pretty creative. Because I can stay up to date with it. I can stay and update as I'm going. And it just make things a lot easier, to be honest. 90-day. Oh, the 90-day challenge, them comments was brutal. Oh my goodness. They were brutal. They were brutal. Day 1 90-day challenge to make day 1 of 90-day challenge to grow a podcast business. That's the long name, but it's whatever. Let me see where it go. Oh, there we go. All right, so what I just created, I created an album. Let me see if I can share my screen real quick. Or hold on. Let me come back to the camera right quick. All right, so what I just did, I'm getting organized by everything that I'm doing. And I don't know if you can see this. Hold on. Where's it at? I don't know how to zoom in or focus it. Dang, you can't do that. Dang. Well, anywho, you got different albums right here. I'm trying to see it, but it's so hard. You got different albums right here, and I have different albums right here, so I can see and be more organized with everything that I'm doing. Like for instance, the last 90-day challenge that I did, I created like 180 different videos. 178. I gotta find the other two. And I just put it in the album. So when I want to refer back to it, I can refer back to it easily rather than just scrolling through my what is it called? My photos, scrolling through the photos and trying to find the right videos or photos and so on and so forth. Instead, I can just go to my album, pick a video I'm looking for, and then post it. So that has helped me a lot. It's really easy. Just go on your phone, go to your photos, go to the plus sign where it say upload folder and or album. If you don't have any folders, click the folder, and then if you do have folders which keep all the different albums in, add an album inside the folder, and the folder is going to maintain all the albums that you add. Hopefully that wasn't confusing. That was kind of word twisty. Alright, so I need to actually rechange this one. Because they're so different. They're so similar. Do. I don't know what you can and can't do and not get copyrighted for. Yeah, there we go. I made a video earlier and I'm about to put it in the album now. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Ah, why this load? Why this load? Why this load? Why this load? Yeah, dog. Okay, after this, I'm going to go to the webinar. I'm going to go to the webinar page and then update it so that way it's more. It's on the um, consistency webinar for podcasters who are struggling to stay consistent, and that's what we're gonna do. But now we just waiting on it to upload. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I can go to it now. What you talking about? What you talking about? Oh, God, dog. I forgot to do this one. Let me turn my camera on. What you talking about? What you talking about? Of 90-day challenge. Alright, update from day one of 90-day challenge. You gotta think about it. 90 days. Hold on. Let me come back to the camera. Hold on. 90 days is really a long time. When I was in the Marine Corps training, we went and our training was 90 days. It was 3 months. It was 12 weeks. And we in the military, the Marine Corps has the longest training or boot camp training than any other branch. All the other branches, the Air Force, the Army, the Navy, they have 8 weeks. So their training is 2 weeks, and our training was 3 weeks. And I believe 90 days is a good way to not only build a habit for the first 21 days, to maintain the habit the second 21 days, and to really build a system around everything that you're doing. So that way it will position you differently when you're about to graduate, when you're about to grow, when you're about to develop. And so 90 days is really a long time. However, it's long enough for you to really implement everything that you like to implement. So that's why I did 90 days instead of 30 days, because I would have learned. I learned a lot. I learned a lot more doing 90 days, my first challenge, going through the boot camp training, Marine Corps boot camp training, and really understanding that you learn more the more you do the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again. All right, so I just got the video, about to upload it. About to upload it. Just uploaded it, or just added it. 47. So the other one's 49. There we go. And as you can see, let me come to the camera. As you can see, I got two cameras, two videos right there. One. God, dog. One. Same thing, just recap. Okay. Let me come back to the screen. There we go. Alright, so now this is update from day one of 90-day challenge of growing a podcast business. There we go. Oh yeah, that's good. You can actually see what I'm doing, man. Let's go. Where I kicked it out there. Today said go. There we go. Day one of day one, 90-day challenge update. Alright, there we go. All right, there we go. Let me feel if this battery hot. This is why I'm hot. I'm hot cause you not. You ain't cause you not. This is why. Excuse me. Alright. You ever saw Nemo? Mine. Every time I say that, I just be dying laughing. That is hilarious. Whoever came up with that, Jesus Christ, they got some humor in them. Okay, this is the second time I did that. Let me reach out to help. Okay, if y'all can see what I'm doing now, there's an issue that I've recently just faced when it was I just tried to post a video and it said that I don't have two audios or something like that. I'm not understanding what that means. And so with all these softwares, systems, and whatever you're using, reach out to customer service. Reach out to them because they have a lot of questions. Or I'm sorry, they know the answers to your questions, but just reach out to customer service for whatever platform you're going to use. And I'm reaching out to them, and I'm trying to figure out what the issue is. No, leaves your phone within a few hours. So I have for no, that's not what I'm looking for. Okay, well, since they... Hold on, let me stop sharing my screen for a second. Oh, wrong one. Hold on. Subject. Audio error message. How can I help? Hello. I tried to. Hold on. Let me get it right. Get it right. Get it tight. Hello. I tried to. Hello. Recorded. My profile. Audios for Alright, so this is what I said. I said, I'm reaching out to their customer service as well. Hello, I tried to post a video that I recorded and tried to upload it to my profile, period. For some reason, when I press submit, when I press the submit button, it says that my file doesn't have two audios for the Instagram post. Is there a way you can help me with this issue? And I'm gonna send a message, and then they say we're on it, and then they're gonna take care of it. Hopefully, 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 hopefully. Shoot, real talk. So instead, let me share my screen again. Instead, I'm going to schedule a post that's not Instagram for whatever reason that, and I'm gonna put 8 o'clock. No, I'm gonna put 6 o'clock. I'm sorry, 6 o'clock. Schedule, and then now I've scheduled 7 different posts for today, which is phenomenal. Alright, so what I want to show right now is the amount of videos that I've submitted. So on this app is really pretty cool because it can literally show you the amount of videos and posts that you have scheduled for today. Today is the 27th, and I submitted 6 different videos and a total of 53 different posts. And as you saw, I only scheduled 7 different posts, but you gotta account for Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube, and so on and so forth. And so it adds to the amount of videos that you're posting per day. And this is going to help you save a lot of time because you can stay consistent, you can post, and you can post on different platforms. So this is really great, really phenomenal. Let me come back to the camera while I go to my ClickFunnels, and now we're about to start working on the funnels. Oh, I gotta actually post on here. Let me see if I can. Can you schedule your post on here? On Instagram? I don't know if you schedule a post on Instagram. I'm about to try though. Mm-mm. Hello. Powerful. So my mentee, he said he wanted to get into the service, he wanted to get into the Air Force. And that's all I said. To be honest, I'm biased because I only joined one service or one branch. Nonetheless, all the branches are completely the same, or completely like you get in, you serve, and then you will be set for the rest of your life. If you do it right. If you don't do it right, then you could potentially, not be set for the rest of your life. On the contrary, my mentee, he's interested in getting into the service. I said my goal is to help you become a better person, help you get into the service, and then help you accomplish your goals. I'm not a recruiter. I served my 4 years, and I go with him to like different recruiting appointments, and I talk with him with the recruiters. I'm not a recruiter. I'm out. I'm out the Marine Corps, and I'm just helping him do the workout, do that basis of helping him get into the service. So that's my goal, is really just to help others become their own somebodyness. Again, I'm not a recruiter. I take him to a recruiter. The recruiter gives us information, give him information about what he needs to do to get to the next step. And so that's what I'm texting right now, and then we're gonna get to the updating the funnels right now. Side note, I am married, so I'm about to text my wife. I'm about to text my wife and check in. All right. I've been live for 3 hours. Jesus Christ. You know how much content that is? Oh. I don't know what I went over. What? That's 3 hours. Jeez Louise. That's crazy. 3 hours. I've been going at it. Let's go. Let's go. That's tough. Jeez. What? Alright, there we go. There we go. Alright, so notice right here. Quick lesson. Quick. Notice right here I have two different pages. These are the same pages, but they say two different things. So I'm gonna open up both of them, and I'm gonna read just the headlines or just the paragraphs at the top or the sentence at the top. So this one say Tampa Bay entrepreneurs learn how to launch a podcast that grows your brand and brings in high quality clients. And then for the next one, this one say discover the proven podcast strategy that top Tampa Bay entrepreneurs use to attract clients without burnout. So both of them say different things, and I'm always testing and improving different things that I can get better at. Like I'm always looking to get better. My goal is to get better. I can only get better when I understand how to get better. So we're gonna go here. And yesterday, or before I even started this challenge, I was working on. Hold on. Before I started this challenge, I was working on putting together a plan, a mission, and how to go about following it. And so I'm not just winging this 90-day challenge. I actually have a plan behind everything I'm going to do to grow it. Nonetheless, I'm going to show more of what I'm doing so that way you can actually see the process and steps behind it. And for this one, webinar at, there we go. Let me come back on camera. Come and show this. So webinar, I've created this file and it has over 114 different pages on it with various information, a lot of information on here that can really potentially help me not only be more organized, but have more structure behind everything that I'm doing. And with this, why that is important, because you're able to see and follow the steps, follow everything that you're doing, and recognize that what you're doing it in a way that's going to help you do it more often, more frequent. And so, one second. I didn't even post on Instagram. Hold on. Now the only thing about the only thing about social media sometimes is they can be really overwhelming. They can be really overwhelming. Really overwhelming. Another night. So I'm about to do another 90-day challenge to make $100,000. At this time, I'm gonna be focused on growing a podcast business. I already did that one. This is day one update of 90-day challenge to build a podcast business to make $100,000. And so far, we went over the basics of podcasting, basics of posting, the basics of email lists, and basics of communication. I've recently posted 6 different videos today alone, and the reason why I'm sharing it. Okay. Just 1 second. Just 1 second. There we go. Okay. We're back. We're back. Click funnels. Come back to it. We're back at the screen. Okay, so what we're gonna do? We're gonna go over what we need to change and why we need to changing it. Why we're changing it. So this right here, not right there, not right there, right here, right here. So there we go. Podcast, but it's not publishing. Okay, so what this is, webinar ad variation. So everything has to be tested. What I've learned, what I've learned from the last 90-day challenge is that everything has to be tested. Thumbnails, titles, descriptions, headlines, pre-headlines, primary text, description. So that way you can see what works well with your audience. Everything is not going to click with your audience, but the things that does click are the ones that are tested against each other. So I'm going to webinar. Oh yeah, okay. So headline, free training. What I'm going to do, I'm actually going to take a screenshot of this webinar, of this funnel. And as I'm taking a screenshot of this funnel, I'm going to put in ChatGPT and help me write the updated version of this for. Hold on, let me stop sharing my screen right quick. Hold on. Let's share it up. Excuse me. I'm gonna. New chat. Okay. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. And the reason I'm taking a screenshot of it because one, I don't need to recreate the wheel. Like the image here is already great. I don't need to recreate everything. I can just update everything. You know what I mean? So it's gonna let me update everything right here. Okay, go to ChatGPT. We're gonna upload this video, upload this picture. And by the way, I'm using the pro version, so I'm paying $19.99 to use it. And then now, since I already have all the templates, all the structure behind everything put together, this webinar ad variation, I'm going to copy it and paste it. And when I copy and paste it, I'm going to say match this webinar with this description and label what needs to be changed. Match this webinar variation and label. I always say label what needs to be changed and what it is prior to the change, is before the change. And now it's going to do its job. Do its job. Do his job. Do his job. All right, here we go. So what this this is ChatGPT, by the way. Um, Here are women I can be matched. Current women on screenshot. Okay. Current version. Discover proven strategy that Tampa ready to turn your podcast into a rhythm. So I will need the Tampa Bay podcasters in this, so that way I can be more clear and more narrow. So I'm going to say, please use Tampa Bay podcasters so that I can speak to a narrow / smaller audience. And the reason why that's so important, because another teaching moment. Hold on. The reason why you would like to speak to a small group of people is because if you try to speak to the United States, if you try to speak too global or too broad, too big of an audience, the money that you're putting in for marketing, the money that you're paying in for marketing, the money that you're paying in to promote is only gonna go so far. Like for instance, let me draw it out for right quick. Like for instance, hold on. So much to learn here. Ooh wee. What's up, darling? Let me see right here. Email list. Okay, there we go. Alright, so what I'm about to show right now is how far your marketing dollars can go. Hold on. See. Hold on. See. Alright, so what we're gonna do right here on this one, on this one, is we are going to go over your marketing dollars. Okay, so say hypothetically speaking, you want to reach everybody in the world. This is the world. This is the world. And let's just say you have $100. Let's just keep it simple. You have $100 to speak to the world. And what this means is that there's a lot of people. Hold on. Make sure. Oh, you can't even see me. Hold on. Wait. Oh, there we go. Let me make this one smaller. Oh, wait. Do I got the wrong one? No, I don't. Hold on. There we go. Nah, I didn't have it smaller. Come on now. Oh, wait. There we go. Oh. Tripping. Okay, there we go. I think I figured it out. I think I figured it out. Hey. All right, there we go. All right, so let me bring it back to the camera. I think I am on the camera. All right, so you have $100 and you're trying to speak to the world. The problem with that is that it's over 8 billion people. And what they look like is not even remarkably close to this, but you get the idea of it, okay? It's a lot of people. These are people. 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 People see me, but they just don't know. This is a lot of people to try to speak and have $100 reach. $100 to try to reach 8 billion people is crazy. 8 billion people. 8, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 million. 1, 2, 3. 100 million. Hey, that ain't 100,000 million billion. I think that's 8 billion. They look like 8 billion. Let's divide 8 billion divide by $100. $100. We're gonna divide that by 8 billion. So we got the calculator right here, just so y'all don't see I'm making it up. 8,000. 4, 5, 6, 1, 3. That's 8 million. 1, 80 million, 800 million, 8 billion. Divide by $100, and that is okay. I did that wrong. Let's try $100 divide by 8 billion. 1, 2, 3 million, billion equals. There we go. So it's the other way around. My bad. Not a math major. Not a math major, okay? Yeah, okay. We're going to flip that around, okay? Okay. We got 8 billion divide by $100, and you get, where the calculator go? You get 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 2, 5. What does that mean? Why the big numbers? Why does that look confusing? Okay. If you try to use $100 to reach 8 billion people, you're reaching nobody. Why? What? There's a video that was like, why? Why? You're reaching nobody because you only have $100. And you're trying to reach out to different countries, to different continents, to different states, parts of the world. And it's impossible to have $100 reach 8 billion people. I don't know if I got the right amount of zeros. However, if you have $100 trying to reach so many different people, you're reaching no one because your message isn't clear. Whereas, if you focus on one location, which is local, your $100 can go further than trying to reach the globe. Can't go further. Can't go further. Why? Because you're not trying to reach the world. Even locally, like when you're moving, when you're going to different places, different locations, different spots, different areas, there's certain areas that matters the most because you have to meet your customers where they are at. You can't meet everybody where they are at a short span of time, especially like if you're like me, a startup or doing launching a new business or starting from ground zero. I'm literally starting from $0, and I'm going to build $100,000 business plus more within 90 days. Why? Because I'm focused, I'm narrow, and I'm not all over the place. 8 billion people is a lot to try to impact. What if you try to reach a city? What if this is your city? What if you reach a specific part of the city? And what if you speak to people around you? Your $100 will reach so many different people because you're reaching and communicating to smaller people. You're not trying to speak to the world, even though the content, social media, in the world is there. Your business should not be as global in the beginning. Because I'm only in the beginning phase, so I can't necessarily speak on that on the global part because I don't know nothing about it. However, if you focus on the $100 that you have and put it towards the people that's around you, the people that's around you will be willing to work with you a lot faster than the globe because your $100 would go a lot further if you're focused on a small audience. If you're focused on a small group of people. You don't need 8 billion people to buy your products and services. You don't need 8 billion people to do business with you. You don't need 8 billion people to even buy your services. Why? Because there's a small portion of people that's looking for your services, that's looking for your products, that's looking for the problem that's looking for the solution that you can solve. They're looking for that. And for them to look for it, you have to be narrow. You have to be narrow. And you being focused on a specific group of people is going to help you help more people that's inside of this group. I recently learned that within the last couple of months. Like, I can't help everybody. I can't be and have a business around different social media platforms because if I try to do that, nothing's going to come from that. There's so many different platforms out here, but if I try to become a podcaster and help podcasters who struggle with being consistent, I'm more narrow. I'm more focused, and my attention is not spread all over the place. I know I just went in depth with that teaching lesson. I just had to because it's so important to understand that your $100 can go a lot further when you're speaking to people that's around you, whereas when you try to speak to the globe can make your $100 seem like it ain't been working. So let me stop sharing my screen for a second. Shake it. Alright, so now we about to actually do the funnel now, okay? I know I've been saying it last hour and a half, but we about to do it now. Some things popped up that I really didn't know when I was doing my first challenge back in September 2024. So I wanted to go in depth with it because I know the importance behind it. It's so much valuable of the lessons that I've learned, and now I just want to share it. I just want to teach it and teach it in a way where it could potentially make sense. So, go back to the webinar. The webinar that we are working on and updating is it this one? No, it's this one. Discover the proven strategy, the podcast strategies that top Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Oh God, dog. Discover the proven podcast strategy that top Tampa Bay entrepreneurs use to attract clients without burnout. That is a tongue twister. Updated webinar. Want to stand out? Leading voice in Tampa Bay. Let me see. This needs to be labeled. What needs to be changed? What doesn't need? What's changed? Updated version. Oh, okay. Want to stand out as a leading voice in Tampa Bay. There we go. 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 Alright, so we're gonna make this size smaller. How did you learn how to do this? Great question. 5 years, or 3 years, 3.5 years of learning how to do this. And plus we got ChatGPT, so you don't have to figure out everything out by yourself. Do 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 do. Okay. Alright, so what I'm doing now, I'm applying to the people who responded to the comments. Um, one day, I'm gonna have a team that's gonna be responding. Until then, I'm the team. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Okay, almost done. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I think I'll probably just keep communicating with, you know, the people that follow my community. It's great. Let me come back to the camera right quick. Almost done. Almost done. All right. So that's posted. Mm-mm-mm. All right, so discover the podcast. Okay, update. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Uh-uh. Primary text. Wait. No distinctive headline. Think my see. Free training. Wait. Oh, okay. Say my seat. Um. Take 60. Oh, right there. Okay. There we go. All right. So what I'm doing now, I know I'm doing it fast. I'm not even talking through it because I'm trying to figure out what it said. So essentially, what this is saying is it's calling out the ideal audience that I'm looking to serve, and what it's doing is that it's asking them, do they have this problem? If they have this problem, then they can actually subconsciously say, yes, I have this problem. Yes, I need help with this problem. And they will most likely sign up because based off the wording that's being used. I'm calling them out. They're gonna say yes or no, and then when they say yes or no, they're going to register their information. That's one shouldn't be bold. Okay. Yeah, I thought. Well, that ain't doing it. I don't know why it's not doing it. It's down in the voice. Okay. Let's see. This is exactly what I just explained. Speaks directly to podcasters instead of broad entrepreneurs. Introduces the benefit, consistency, and positions the training as the solution. There we go. There we go. I don't know. Let's go. Okay. Complete survey. So oh no, it's this one. Complete the fruit system. There we go. Now everything is looking right. Now everything is looking right. Make more money without the overwhelm. Oh, I got a text. Client. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, okay. Alright, so now alright, so for this one I changed the headline. Mm, Alright, so I just told the ChatGPT that I changed the the one of the headlines. One of the sentences. Excuse me. One of the sentences, and it's giving me update how to change it. There we go. Attract clients. Stay consistent. Attract more customers. I want to say attract more customers. Excuse me. Update that. Twelve 16. What? Let's go. All right, so now what I'm about to do, since I already have the documentation for everything that I'm putting onto The webinar, I'm going to update everything whenever I change it, whenever I improve it, so that way it can reflect what's already changed and why it's changed and so on and so forth. There we go. So that's the new one. Okay. Helping. Everything should match what you're saying. Everything that's on your website, on your funnel, everything should match overall. Alright, I'm gonna come back. Okay. Mm-mm. Okay. This is the boring work. This is the boring work, but it's the work that needs to be done. Let me see. Alright, so what I'm about to do, I'm about to take a screenshot of it. Got that. And see. So I'm check and see how to update. Oh, I'm not even sharing my screen. Okay. Okay, so now yeah, there we go. Okay, So what we're doing right now, we're just getting this funnel together so that we can put together different variations of different videos to be added, marketed to, and it's gonna be good. Oh, 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 oh. Mm-mm, mm-mm. There we go. There we go. Alright. So now I'm going to say create a different version of this to be tested against each other. Oh, as a matter of fact, I can use the same one. So what I'm about to do, I think I can use the same funnel for it. Put it together. Put it together and what am I about to say? Put it together and what was I about to say? Oh, and create another version of it so I can see which one performs better. So it's gonna be the same copy but different creative. Maybe. Let me see. So I don't know how this go, but around like 4. I'm sorry, like in what 10 more minutes, I'm gonna take a break. Is it out there? Alright, so yeah, I think this is gonna be good. I think this one is good. Okay. I might just wanna I just wanna know special. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. Right now, we're gonna take a break. We're gonna take a break, and we're gonna come back in a couple of minutes. I don't know how to. This is my first time going streaming my 90-day challenge, and so far it's going good. So far we're covering a lot. We're doing a lot, and I'm showing the behind the scenes. It's not gonna always look glamorous. It's not gonna always look exciting. It's not gonna always look fun. But it's work that has to be done for you to get to the excitement, the fun, and for you to really position yourself differently. There's lessons that many would take. There's lessons that many would miss until one goes through the process of challenging themselves, pushing themselves. One is going to be going through the process of going through the grind. The grind is going to show you what you're learning, what you're becoming, and who you are becoming. And over time, you will be better, you will grow, and you will establish more. So right now, I'm about to take a break, a short little break, and then I'm going to come back shortly. And because I don't know if I'm supposed to keep recording and then stop and then come back, but I don't know. I'll get more clarity on that here pretty soon. Nonetheless, let me know what y'all would think. Would y'all like for me to keep recording? Would y'all like for me to stop recording? Or would y'all like for me to just turn the camera on, turn the microphone off, then come back when I finish eating? Let me know in the comments because this is my first time going stream for more than 60 minutes. I've literally been live for 4 hours. Wow. That's good. That's pretty good. Dang, that's crazy. 4 hours? Just talking about business. Literally went live just talking about business. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Just talking about business. Are you serious? That's crazy. Talking about business for 4 hours, man. That's pretty unique. That's pretty unique. Let me know in the comments if y'all would like for me to go live, stay live, or to take a break, turn the cameras off, keep the microphone on, and or to or to stop it and then come back and start it back up. Okay, well, not getting feedback yet. Okay, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Nope. Okay. Well, what I'm gonna take a break, and I'm gonna come back, and we'll get started because we're gonna pick up on the funnels, finish updating those, and then once we finish updating those, we're gonna get back to the grind. Get back to the grind.